Alright guys, we are back with another episode of the Masochist series. Shout out to Cimo and Hossman for creating the series, and first things first, would you like to make your Master Duel experience a whole lot better?
Are you ready to take your Yugioh Master Duel Play experience to a new level? The Untapped GG Companion is here for you. Use the deck tracker to know exactly what cards you have in your deck, and to go over any cards you aren't familiar with yet by hovering over them. It instantly updates when you draw a card, and automatically hides if you check your extra deck or graveyard. This is the perfect tool to help you master a new deck. The Untapped GG Companion also lets you import decks directly into the game in seconds. Copy any YDK or YDKE deck string, create a new deck in-game, click the Start Auto Import button, and let us take the wheel. Once the duel is over, check your win rate on your personal stats page. Brag among your friends and share your decks so they can import them into the game too. Start your path to master today by downloading the Untapped GG Companion at ygom.untapped.gg.
Alright, so we're back. I tested a bunch of new decks. Like I said at the end of that episode, I was going to test a bunch of new decks. I was going to try some new things. We've created some new stuff, definitely. This is the normal Monster Mash. This is what we were playing last episode. I said we were going to play something new because it's fun to play something new every single episode. We've got the Trickstar Engine, Chaos Pile, Dragon Warrior, Fire, Machine Support. Pendulum deck's not ready yet. I've tested it in normal, in the Element Saber, mode, in the solo mode, and it just wasn't good enough. But this deck I actually just created. It's the Yugi Jr. It's a big spellcaster deck, a bunch of various spellcasters and free special summons that are available. We've got cards like this, for example, and then we've got, this is a free special summon, these are free special summons when you control a spellcaster, free special summon, free special summon. This is a free special summon, I believe. So we've got like a few free special summons here, and then we've got a bunch of different spellcasters. We've got some normal spellcasters, non-normal spellcasters. This card, when it leaves the field, it lets you search a normal spellcaster. So we've got a lot of synergies going on here. I have actually tried this. The Perform Pile cards here, it's another spellcaster. This is a free special summon of a spellcaster from your hand. This is lets you special summon a spellcaster once per turn. So we've got a lot of special summons of level 4 specifically spellcasters. So theoretically, this could work for us. It's just a better way to get to the Time Thief Redoer engine and all of the other rank 4s and stuff like that. So let's save it and get into it. Let's try it out. Alright, we just lost the coin flip. Unfortunately, I forgot to switch decks, I just realized. So I guess we're playing our old deck if we do survive long enough. Seeing as we lost the coin flip. We're playing against... I don't know if we can beat this. Depending on what they set up right now, we're probably not going to beat it and have to switch out, because if they manage to set up like a full lockdown right now, we're not going to be able to beat them. The crazy thing is, if we had had anti-spell and barrier, we really probably honestly would have won here, because that would have been just absolutely, yeah, if we set up barrier plus anti-spell against this deck going first, probably we would have had this game. Alright, so he's already managed to summon this thing. And this thing lets them search for a spawn trap card. Honestly, with this hand, I just don't see it happening. Alright, it's our turn. They didn't end on like the best hand. We just don't really have much. I mean, we can out this, but then we can't do anything else. We can out this, and that's pretty much it. I guess we try it. Yeah, I guess we try it. I mean, normal summon this, the Megalo Smash, and let's go to battle phase. And this lets him destroy a card on the field. There goes our normal summon. So we essentially lose. We can't win this one. Alright, so we just successfully won the coin flip, and we successfully switched. So we'll see what we're able to accomplish with this hand. This hand's honestly not too bad. Dark Renewal is another card I added I forgot to talk about. But we can't even use it anyway. I mean, we can, but I want to go into Time Thief, so I'm not going to use it. So I'm going to special summon Crowley, or normal summon Crowley, and then I'm going to special summon this Inkari Fire in attack mode. I actually honestly haven't even read this, so I need to read it real quick. Alright, so this card Inkari is actually pretty cool because he summons himself back, and then this card is pretty interesting too, Crowley. Yeah, both of these are actually kind of cool, so I'm going to go ahead and go into Time Thief now. That is the best case scenario that we have right now, is Time Thief Redoer. Yeah, Time Thief, and then we'll activate the Goatees. Not the best opening because we don't have any like real good back row, but I honestly have to relook at my back row again. Maybe there's other stuff that we can play. So if this game slides out of control, we might have to switch up what back row we're playing, because this kind of board is like, yeah, we got the Time Thief, but we don't like actually have any interruptions right now. Let me see here. Yeah, this definitely interruptions we could be playing. Dark Renewal is pretty cool. This, Paleozoic, Cubic, Apophis, Crackdown's cool. Standby Phase, let's grab a card off the top of his deck. I feel like there's more stuff that we can be playing. We got a spell card, cool. So we're going to be able to draw as a Pot of Duality. That's never good to see. And now he's going to activate this. Is not good. That's a card. This is a card I would love to pull, actually. Lord of the Heavenly Prison. I would love to pull that card. All right, our opponent's going to set 5 pass. This is like the last thing that you ever want to see. I'm going to detach, and we're just going to draw. I don't know what in the world he's playing, but this is 1000% not what you want to see. We don't have a lot of back row removal whatsoever, so we're going to activate this again. We don't know what he has. We don't know if he has Strike. We don't know if he's playing Labyrinth. We have no idea what he's playing. This is 5 back row. Couldn't be scarier. We got a trap. That's pretty good, actually. That is actually pretty good. I think we go and just normal summon this. Oh, I should have normal summoned the Dark Renewal, actually. I'm dumb for that. I mean, I should have normal summoned the Spellcaster, or either Spellcaster, just not this. This was like the worst of the cards that I could possibly have normal summoned. My opponent's going to activate Bad Luck Blast. Okay. So he's going to inflict some damage to me. I'm fine with that one so far. And then he's going to activate Ceasefire. Okay, so we're playing against Burn. This might be over for us. Depending on how many cards he's got here, this might be the end of the duel. Now, the good thing is we don't have a lot of stuff. Now, he's going to do the Ojama tokens, so he's going to do an additional amount. And then we'll see. We'll see if he's able to thread the needle here. Ring of Destruction. Okay. I think we activate this. Okay, we have no choice here really, because we can't afford to lose our monster. He's going to chain strike. Okay, doesn't matter what we detach here. All right, so we lost a lot, but we didn't lose yet, and now he's going to get this thing, which is really, hopefully he summons in attack mode and doesn't realize the Dragootee's out. Okay, good, awesome. But the only thing he's going to be able to set whatever he wants right now, which is actually kind of scary. But the good thing is Dragootee's actually does out this, which is, I guess it is smart that it isn't really smart, but I guess it is okay that we did this instead of the other thing. That is kind of annoying. Replay attack, yes. And then we're going to activate Dragootees. We'll discard the Magistas, because he's not really doing anything right now anyway. Get over that. And then main phase 2. We do have a way to get rid of these tokens. Ooh, we can actually pendulum. We can special summon this. I don't know how much that really helps, but we can actually special summon this. I mean, I guess it gets rid of all the monsters and give us a bigger monster, or we could just go into this. Honestly, I think this is actually the better play, because we want as little monsters as possible, because he's playing Burn. And obviously it's quite annoying, so we want as little monsters as possible on our board right now. So we'll go into the Enlightenment Paladin. Can't activate its effect to get a spell back. We just set that and pass here. This actually isn't bad either. And then we get him back. And hopefully we get some traps, because the traps are really, really good. We might be able to make this happen right now. We might be able to make this happen. We'll have to see. Oh, we got a monster, which is actually not the worst thing in the world, because we can dodge around things. He's going to Pot of Desires. I have no way to obviously stop this right now. That's fine. It just depends on how much burn he draws. That's really the... Oof. That's not good. Okay, so we actually have the out, but what does this do? This does 1,000 damage to us, so yeah, I have to out this. So we're going to send his monster to the graveyard, my monster to the graveyard. I'm going to special summon a spellcaster from the deck too. Yes, we're going to special summon. We can special summon the same monster we just sent away. That is insane. All right, that's actually crazy. Wow, Dark Renewal was a good inclusion. I read it. I was like, I remember this card. This came in that Yugi's in the Yugi's legendary decks. This looks like a good card. Man, is that a great card. All right, not bad. Let's see what we get off the top. I'm not gonna lie, this is a little scary. That's actually not bad. That's exactly what we needed. I was gonna say we need a spell. Here's the issue though. I kind of want to just enter the battle, because if he has a Mirror Force, I want to be able to banish and get stuff out of the way. I don't know what this is. This could be just a regular chain burn card, but I want to kind of go for game here. So I'm gonna go ahead and normal summon. And I'm just going to go for game. I'm going to go for game, and then if I need to, I can activate Time Thief to get off the field. Oof. Damn, we're going to take that damage. Yeah, I guess we take the damage. I mean, we take the damage instead of our opponent. We have nothing that we can really do about that. So now we attack with this stuff. Attack as much as possible. And now we go to main phase 2. We're going to activate, get rid of the chain burn, draw a card. We don't want to do... Yeah, Vigilon wouldn't have done anything anyway, so it's a good thing we did that. And then what can we even special summon? What does it want us to do? That doesn't matter. All right, end phase. This is really close. He's down to 1 card. Man, if it's a Time Lord, we basically lose, but hopefully we get a trap off the top. That's what we really need right now, to spell. If it's a Time Lord, we probably actually lose this duel. No, he's going to set 2 and pass. He's going to set 2 and pass. That is interesting. Alright, end phase. He just set those. He can't do anything anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and activate the draw. I want to see what I can get here. That doesn't help us, but Threatening Roar definitely doesn't help us. That card couldn't be any more useless. Alright, let's see what we get. It's a trap. It's not bad, though. It's not bad. So if we go into the long game, it might help us. This only gets rid of face-up cards. I actually may want to switch my stuff to defense mode here, so that if he has like a weird mirror force, we don't lose. Try to get the damage like exactly close to game here. Alright, so I'm definitely switching him to defense. And then if he has like a burning mirror force or whatever, I don't want to lose, so I'm gonna go to battle phase and just start attacking, and hopefully it works out. I don't want to commit anything else to the board. Okay, if this attack goes through, it is game. This could go very wrong too. Woo! Fantastic. That was actually a really good win. Wow, fantastic win. Yeah, that was a tough one. I'm not gonna lie, that was a really tough win. I'm already happy about the deck. 4 legacy tickets. That's great. That's really good. Alright, let's open a master pack. Let's see what we get. I can't wait. This is literally my favorite part. I think it's all of your favorite parts too. Let's see what we get. Dark Possessed. This just goes right into the deck. This replaces one of the monsters. The spellcaster level 4. It's like the game knows what we need. Gimmick Puppet Nightmare. This will not be getting set up, but if it could be, I would. Salamane, great card. Obviously, I don't think. Targeting 1 fire monster in your graveyard. Special summon, equip it to this card. Gains 500 attack. If this card leaves the field, destroy the monster. Okay, so this card actually this card's actually pretty good. It's pretty good for our barrier statue. It's good recursion for our barrier statue, and it definitely goes in that generic pile of fire monsters. That's actually a pretty good card. Infernoble, I think this is a generic card. Alright, this card is honestly just not a bad card at all. It's a good generic, level 5. Easy to summon, has a decent effect, searches a warrior during the end phase, equips itself back if you want to, and that's a quick effect. Like, this card overall is just not a bad card. It's definitely usable. This is an Ad Ignister card. I don't think that's usable for us. Zen March is a wind-up card. I don't believe that's usable for us. This may be usable. No, it's not. You have to control 2 or more Ancient Warriors for you to special summon it, but Ancient Warriors are pretty low rarity. If we get more of them, we can maybe use them. Let's see what this is. DD Flame King Genghis is a good card. Just not for us, but it's a good card. Probably one of the best DDD cards out there. So Dark is usable. This is usable, and Rising Fire is usable. But the problem is, again, if I build that fire deck, I would 100% play this, because this actually can let you target 1 fire monster in your graveyard. Any fire monster in your graveyard. You just have to control no monsters. It gains 500 attack, and it banishes a card when it leaves the field. Like, this card's really actually kind of good. What's incredible is this is a card actually I would have never in my life had ever read. And now I read it, and it's like I'm coming up with all these uses for it. I would have never read this card. I would have never thought about this card. It's actually kind of good. Alright, let's open these legacy tickets. Let's see what's going on in here. None of these glow. The legacy tickets are liars. Some of these packs glow. There's nothing in them. Sometimes they don't glow. There's great stuff. Neither of these are usable that I remember. Alright, this card is like for machines. We do have a machine pile, but I don't think that card is all that great. Let's see what's in this one. We've got, this is a beast support card, and this is Remote Revenge. It's gone now. It's in the legacy pack. It's probably some kind of goofy battle trap. Mystic Box is actually for spellcasters, right? Target a monster your opponent controls, and 1 monster your opponent controls. Destroy the first one, give control to your opponent. We just got the Gimmick Puppet. That'd be interesting. What is this? I've never seen this card. This is real? Honestly, this card's not even bad. When this card is normal summon, you can special summon 2 level 4 or lower warrior monsters with different names from your hand. Does it have to be 2? It's not up to 2. I think it has to be 2. This card's really not bad. This probably goes in our warrior deck. This is actually kind of good. It's like a better Marauding Captain. Where was this card my entire life? I didn't even know this existed. What pack is this from? I've never seen this card. But this, yeah, it's like a double Marauding Captain. This card is legitimately a solid card. Wow, I've never seen this. I've never read this. I don't even know what this card's from. Like, this is a good card. All right, last pack. So we've got a shiny. Oof, Shinobi Necro is actually a good card. But I don't think we have the ability to set all of this up. Yeah, this card's actually pretty good. Yeah, it lets you draw draw and discard if you a zombie special summon from the graveyard, and it also if this card is in your graveyard, banished face up by a card effect, you can special. Yeah, it's a pretty good card. We just don't have really the setup. It's pretty good in zombies because it lets you go into Baron de Fleur with Doom King pretty easily, but we don't really have the setup for that. Messenger of Peace. Damn, that's a good card, bro. What is? I don't want to do this. Why does the game keep leading me down this floodgate path? It's like I'm always tempted by the dark side. I can't. Why is it always me? Every single time we pull a floodgate, every episode. I swear I'm not trying to do this. Another floodgate. It's incredible. Alright, so let's do some quick revisions. So we have the fire pile. The fire pile 100 fire pile. This goes in the fire pile because it's in the this whole deck is built around barrier statue. We'll add this to the fire pile. We'll add this to the fire pile. All of that stuff save adds to the fire pile, and then we'll go to the Dragon Warrior, which we haven't touched in a million years. But I mean, it just becomes better and better as we don't play it, right? So it's become better in the background. We'll add what we just pulled, which is this Colonel. I've never heard of, this is a card I would have never seen, never read, never heard of. I don't know where this card's from. I don't know if this is from 5Ds. I don't know if this is from Zexal. It looks like a card based on the artwork, probably from Zexal. I don't know when it's from, but I swear to you, that's actually a legitimately decent card. Like, I don't know why Noble Knights don't play that card. You get to double special summon from your hand. Like, why don't they play? Like, it's confusing. Maybe I'm reading. Sometimes like I'll go back and I'm like, oh, okay, that's why that sucks. But like that card seems like pretty crazy actually. And then we've got the last deck, which is our more recent deck, the Yugi Jr. deck. We're definitely going to put in the Dark, because Dark is just, I mean, he's just a good card. Again, we just pull more floodgates with the Messenger of Peace. Messenger of Peace is like pretty generic, which is kind of nice. But again, I don't even know. With the barrier statue, pretty awesome card. I'm honestly probably going to remove this dude if I'm going to be... Honestly, I could probably remove Neo. Like, Neo is just... Because this guy searches a normal spellcaster when it leaves the field, so we can just search for the Dragon Pulse. So we only have to play one brick, and that's perfectly fine. So now we have Dark. That's a great pull, right on time. And then, as far as other things need to be changed here, nothing really needs to be changed in the main deck, but that's crazy. I kind of want to play the Messenger of Peace because we do still have like the entire background, but like I don't know what to even switch out here for the Messenger of Peace. All right, honestly, I think I'm going to remove one of the Endymion guy, the young Endymion. I'm going to put in the Messenger of Peace. I think the Messenger of Peace probably has to go in there. That card's too crazy not to play because if we go first and we get the Barrier Statue and Messenger of Peace, like that's just that wraps it up unless they get lucky. But then they always get lucky, so we'll save that. Great pulls out of like essentially just a few packs. Alright, we just lost a coin flip, but our opponent chose for us to go first, and our hand is rough to say the least. We have pretty much nothing here. Yeah, we have pretty much nothing. So I'm just going to normal summon this. I'm going to set the Dark Renewal, and I'm going to activate this Performapal, but this hand is just horrific. It's absolutely like... This hand was terrible. Oh, I just realized I could have just activated this and then popped this and drew a card. I didn't realize I could do that with the pendulums. Well, now I know. Now I know that you can do this with the pendulums. You live, you learn. What do you do? Yeah, this guy let us go first, so that's definitely concerning, because what in the world could he possibly be playing? He's playing Galaxy Eyes. I'm not gonna lie to you. Oh, never mind. It's Cyber Dragon, even worse. Yeah, I don't believe we can win this. I'm going to try my best, but I don't believe we can win this duel. We do have one singular interruption, which is the Dark Renewal. If this is enough, great. I'm going to try to interrupt it, obviously. If it isn't, then that sucks for us. He's going to add another Galaxy Soldier. If he goes into a Nova, I'll try to bounce the Nova. That's what I'm going to try to do. He didn't start by normal summoning the Searcher, so maybe that's a good thing. Okay, now he's going to go into the Searcher now that he controls. We have Cyber Dragon and Graveyard, so he's going to summon the Searcher now. Yep, no, Naster actually, not the Searcher. Naster we actually have. Now's the Searcher. Okay. Yeah, I don't believe we can possibly win this. If we can stall this out, we can get to Mateon. We can get to Mateon and then out his board. We can definitely do that, but the problem is we can't really get there. So right now he goes into Nova, and we will activate on Summon, which the game is going to allow us to, I hope. Yes, okay. Activate this immediately. On Summon, target this, and then hopefully we're able to get rid of his monster and special summon a monster from our deck. We're going to go ahead and special summon this because it actually floats when it leaves the field, so why not? That way we can get a little value out of it, and I think Nova has an effect when it's sent to the graveyard, yeah, which lets him summon a fusion monster, but this is just what we had, because if he goes into Infinity, then we can't do anything. Plus, he can detach to summon a Cyber Dragon, which is, you know, kind of annoying. He can send 2 and then get multiple attacks, which is also annoying, but he's already used Hurts to search, so the Hurts that he sends to the graveyard won't search if he sends it, and if he sends the Cyber Dragon, well, it's just more stuff, so it's fine. Okay, he sent a Turtle, so we got to watch out for that if we get that far, but he sent an Electromagnetic Turtle, which actually stops our Mateon, unfortunately. He just normal summoned back, or special summoned with the... He special summoned with Naster, he special summoned the Nova back, so this duel is pretty much over. Now he's got a negate, and he can take my monster. He can't take my monster because it's not an attack mode, but he's got a negate on board, he attacks multiple times. It just isn't happening, to be honest with you. Alright, we just got demolished by that coin flip. We lost that coin flip, so now we got to kind of sit through it and see what our opponent does. We did get Mateon going second, which is cool. He's a good card for going second. And then we've got just kind of... this is a deck I definitely never, ever want to play against, because they're going to combo off for quite some time, and then we'll finally be able to play. But the fortunate thing is, our board is actually not bad. I mean, our hand's not bad. The only thing that kind of sucks is if he can get into Barone, because Barone can stop Mateon, but it won't destroy Mateon, but it can stop Mateon from shuffling everything away. Also, if he can get to the unaffected thing, that thing is unaffected by Mateon, which is kind of annoying. So we'll see what direction he goes, but it could be manageable. Our opponent has gone to Full Armor Master, which is really concerning because I don't have a lot of outs to this card at all. He's basically 3,000, and I literally have no outs to him. That is annoying, but not something that I can't out. So this is not like the best board in the world, but I just don't really have an out to this dude, and that's my kind of problem right now. Okay, so we can get the Time Thief, but he doesn't do anything right now. Mateon outs this dude, which is decent. I have no out whatsoever to this guy right here, so that's a problem. Yeah, we have an out to one of the monsters, but not to the other, and that can be a little bit of an issue. So, I think we summon the Mateon out. Yes, we're going to summon him out. And he doesn't activate an effect yet. Now we just go to battle phase here. He has an effect Veiler. I'd be shocked. How could he possibly... Oh, he can activate the dude in the graveyard. This dude, maybe. Yeah, banish this card from the graveyard, target a card opponent controls, destroy it. This can't be destroyed by card effect, so... He's free to target it, though. Alright, now we go to battle phase. We attack this dude. Take no battle damage. Go to main phase. 2. Activate. To shuffle this away into the extra deck. This will put a counter on my monster, which sucks because that means he can take it. Now we just set 2 and pass and hope that's enough, because right now we really didn't have a better play than that. I mean, we could have set Vigilom and just set 2. What would that have done? We could have gone into Time Thief. Time Thief doesn't out this guy because his attack is 3,000, and we have no out to that unless we can summon a monster with 3,000 attack. And the problem is, after all of this, we still don't have a monster with 3,000 attack, which is kind of crazy to me. That does nothing on his board whatsoever. If anything, it just kind of, yeah, it does nothing for him. It wouldn't be dumb to just banish this right now. And honestly, I'm going to just banish this card right now before he can do anything with it. Because this card is outrageously annoying. He can activate to destroy a card, which is fine. That just doesn't... That's not how that works. It's going to activate to destroy. And we're going to discard... right. I guess we discard the Legion. Both of these cards float. But I guess we discard the Legion. And now that's gone. So I don't have to worry about another copy of the Veda. Or Vada. Yeah, Time Thief's cool, but the problem is I have nothing like I could do with him. This is the new dude. He's actually kind of good too, but he does stuff on normal summon. Or on summon. Alright, so I'm looking through our cards here, and honestly, the only out that we have to this right now is the Unbreakable Spirit. That is literally the only out that we have in our entire deck that I've looked through. I don't think we have another out. We can sit here and stall for a while, but I don't know how much that'll help. Honestly, this is looking like the end of the game if he's going to Raider's Night, because then he can go into the big monster and then gain a bunch of attack. So this is looking like it's over, to be honest with you. And they keep asking me to do this, but I don't want to. Yeah, I don't believe that we can actually win this duel. I think this is wrapping up. We have one single card in our deck that's going to negate all their cards. It's unaffected anyway, so it's irrelevant. Yeah, there's one card in our entire deck that can win us the duel. So I'm going to set this in defense mode. Even Power Frame won't help, as we learned last time. So at least we blocked that attack. This guy is serious, the freaking full armor guy. We used to play the Kaiju, the Santa Claus, but he really, I guess we just set this and passed. The best thing we've got. Santa Claus used to be a card that we used to play so we could out things that were unaffected by other things, but obviously that stuff's gone now. Our opponent's attacking. Obviously our monster can't be destroyed by battle. And he's going to negate us, which is kind of smart. The Yugioh. He's going to get over the Yugioh. It's still not game, though. We're still fighting. We're still fighting till the bitter end. We're at 2,000. I don't believe that there's any possible combination of cards that we could draw. But I mean, I guess we just stay it out. That doesn't help us. That's the game. I mean, we can go into Time Thief. We can go into Time Thief. That's about it. Screw it. We keep fighting. Screw it. You know what? We're going to keep fighting no matter what. We special summon this. We special summon Time Thief. Why not? We'll special summon him. Hope to get a trap off the top. Keep fighting. Set this in defense. There you go. End phase. Why not? We're going to keep fighting no matter what. We're going to activate. See what we get. Hopefully it's a trap card. It's a trap. Oh my god. Oh no. He put a counter on it. Alright, but it's fine though. We can... Actually, no. We lose no matter what now. Damn it. So we're going to activate effect. Yeah, we lost this duel, but I mean, we're gonna fight, but we lost this duel. We're gonna activate, detach this. We have to detach this because if we don't getting rid of this monster, we can't get rid of the full armor. Now our field's empty, so we essentially lose. Damn it! That full armor. That's the second time we just haven't been able. Well, we actually last time we outed it because I was playing the normal monster mashup deck, but this time I couldn't out it. Unfortunately. Alright, we just won the coin flip. Let's see what our hand looks like. We have a playable hand. We actually haven't seen... There's two cards we haven't seen in a while. I'll be honest with you. We haven't seen the barrier statue, but more so and more importantly, we have not seen There Can Only Be One in like several games now. We just don't see it. And we see a lot of one-ups, but not There Can Only Be One. We're going to summon this. Why not? These two float, so I might as well... Let me guess, he has Maxi. No, he's actually got a Kashtira monster in his hand, which is annoying. That's a pretty crazy effect. During the main phase, special summon this card. And then banish it. Wow, that's just a good card. And now he can mill on our turn. That's like insane. I would play this if we pulled. It's just a free special summon. And now he got mills 3. And now his graveyard's full of stuff that's usable. So now we special summon with ease here. So we'll special summon this. And we'll special summon this. And then we'll decide which one stays on the field. Because some of them float. I guess we go into Time Thief. We definitely use this. But then these two float. I'm going to go ahead and go with... Technically, I'm going to go with this one. Actually, no, I'll go with this one. Because if I detach it, I can... this one can float into one of the other things I detach. So that's fine. And then we go Power Frame and we set this Shrink. because that's all we've got left. And we passed. That's all we can do. Yeah, it sucks that we haven't been drawing the barrier statue, because the barrier statue would have been really good in that situation. I would have just normal summoned that, and then he couldn't summon the tier limit, and then he probably would have lost right now, because obviously we've got a pretty good like setup here. We've got power frame and shrink, so I don't think he would have gotten over it. We get a trap. That's pretty good. Whenever we get the trap card, it's like a good situation. So now we actually have interruptions and then battle stuff, so it's not bad. He's going to activate the ogre, or yeah, Scareclaw Cashier, not ogre. This is the one that attacks in defense mode or something like that. Like I said, I'm going to wait until there's something a little scarier than what's on the field right now, and then I'll make things happen. But he's got 2 level 7s, but we've got a card that'll put a card on the top of his deck, which is pretty good. But I don't know what the rest of his hand looks like, so we really got to wait until he commits a little more to the board than what's committed right now. He's going to go straight to battle phase, and he's going to I'm definitely going to what does this do? Negates the monster's effects. So this is really annoying, actually. Like really annoying, and I'm not going to put up with that. So I'm going to activate this. It negates all monster effects? Why? That sucks. So I just realized I can't even activate this. It's going to negate my effect regardless. So I think I'm just going to shrink then. That's actually really frustrating. It just didn't even give me an opportunity to respond. It like instantly just went to, oh, here you go. So I'll just detach this. And it's going to negate my effects, I imagine, anyway, so... Alright, so actually, never mind, I was wrong. So I guess we get to put that on the top. And then this, I used the card on it for no reason, because he can replay since I'm just a moron for that. I don't even know why I did that. I read the Cashdera card, and I thought you could, I thought it worked differently than it did, but whatever. I thought, like, all of our monster effects couldn't be active or negated. So I don't even know why I did that. Especially in that order, that was just moronic. I have no idea. That was just unbelievably stupid. So he's going to go to end phase, and now his monster's going to go back to full attack, which sucks, because now we have to deal with a full 23. And we just wasted that card for no reason. Okay, that's not bad. It's just not good either against... it's just not good against the deck that he's playing, but... I'm happy we have it then. And now we don't have to worry about this, whatever that card is. So now we just go to battle phase, attack. Yeah, just attack again. Not the worst situation. Main phase 2, we go there can only be 1, set that face down, and we still have power frame, so we completely wasted this shrink, and we could have done more damage, but we have to move on from our mistakes. Alright, standby phase, we definitely want to activate this. Try to get it, hopefully a trap card again. Now we got a monster, but it's fine. It's fine. It's a decent monster. It's a Visa Starfrost. We just don't want to take anything that floats, you know. He's gonna go into Mateon. Why in the world does he have that? Why does he have that? Alright, let me go chaining on before it's just like battle phase attack, and then we just have to... End of main phase is fine. Oh, end phase. I thought he went end of main phase. Okay, that's... Alright, Messenger of Peace. Okay, that's interesting, but I'm not going to use that right now because it actually doesn't... Oh, we're still in draw phase. Let me turn that off for a second. Standby phase. Here we go. Activate. Get a card off the top of his deck. And it's another monster. Honestly, now that I'm looking at it, I actually don't think our opponent is even playing Cashdera. Now that I've actually looked at it, I think our opponent is actually playing a Masochist deck, if I'm going to be honest with you. I mean, is it possible he's playing a Masochist deck? He's got Tearlament, Cashdera, Chaos Hunter. He's got a lot of random cards. So he's either playing Cashdera mixed with weird stuff, or he's playing a Masochist deck, but this is 50-50. There's a lot of cards from the same archetype. No, he's not. He's playing Cashdera. Okay. He's playing Cashdera, just with a lot of weird cards included. But this is like really... I guess this is free special summon for... Yeah, this is a free normal summon of... Yeah, he caught me off guard for a second there. I was like, is he playing a Masochist deck? No, he's just trying to summon level 7s out. Messenger of Peace. Like I said, this is a good card, but like we really don't... Oh, Lava Golem. I'll use it. Why not? I'll use Lava Golem. As long as we can do damage faster than he can, I'll take the Lava Golem. It sucks that we lost Time Thief. This didn't float. It didn't float into this, which means this didn't float back into this. I mean, Lava Golem's Lava Golem. It's 3,000 attack. It's about like 46% of his life points. Let's see what he is able to take. I wonder if it's Time Thief, this is going to suck. Especially if he gets a trap off the top of our deck. No, it's going to be the Cashdera Ogre. I'm going to go to Battle Phase. I'm going to... Why won't it let me activate Power Frame, actually? Oh, because I have lower attack than he does, of course. So I'm going to lose my my monster here. Paleozoic, rip. Let's see what he banished. It is the Paleozoic, that's fine. I have no reason to activate my card yet. It sucks we lost that Lava Golem, because I could have really used it. Alright, end phase, that's fine. This is a really goofy situation right now. Dragooties is quite something. I honestly think we normal summon Dragooties, and we're going to activate Power Frame. No, we're going to activate There Can Only Be One, so he can't, like, rush us out of nowhere by special summoning a Kashtira monster. And then I'm not going to use this until I really, really need to, and I have Power Frame just in case. So I'm going to end phase now. Battle phase. Perfect. Let's see what he's able to do. He's going to activate. He's going to banish cards off the top of our deck. Look at them. Look at them and then banish. Hopefully he does not banish the barrier statue. I could really use, if we can get to that barrier statue, I think we can wrap things up here. Why didn't our card activate? How am I missing this card? When a face-up card you control is targeted for an attack. What am I missing? Is this card just activating and then we miss timing? Whatever, now we get the search again. Don't tell me he has like the perfect out to our monster here. All right, let's get a search here. Damn, we can search a lot of cards now. That's kind of cool. Alright, we can add this dude right here. The Golden Summoner Magician. And then we can make things happen next turn. I think we're gonna do that. Alright, yeah, we're gonna do that. We're gonna activate Messenger of Peace. We're gonna summon this Golden Summoner Magician in defense mode, and then we're gonna make things happen next turn. And then we just pass here. We just pass. This has been very, very odd. I actually think this Kashtira Ogre is causing the Power Frame to miss timing, which is like the oddest situation. Alright, so now we're on a weird control deck right now. Tribute one monster so we can use the Golden Magician here. Our scales are actually quite good, so if we get anything it'd be nice, but I'm not going to use the scales now, so I'm going to activate this. We're going to set because we can't summon it, and then we're going to pop the Kashtira Ogre, or return the Kashtira Ogre, and then we're going to attack directly, so I guess we just keep them in this loop. Hopefully we can win, because theoretically we're paying 100 life points every turn for Messenger of Peace, and if we can inflict 1,000 every single turn, then we'll win in 6 more turns. Unless we draw something that's really, really good. I'm still not sure why our Power Frame missed like the way that it did. Maybe I clicked something wrong, but that was very odd for me. So our opponent just summoned Zaphion, the Time Lord, which completely outs our board here, frustratingly enough. Actually, yeah, we can't. Power Frame does nothing, as always. So now he can shuffle away all of our back row. That's just so specific. And now, yeah, I don't think we can win now. I think it's over. Alright, we just drew Crackdown. Crackdown's not bad, honestly. Crackdown's definitely not bad. We can go into a rank 4, which at this point, I don't even know what rank 4 would really help. I mean, I guess we can go into the Sioux ship. Yes, we can go into the Sioux ship. It's probably the best thing I've got on my mind, so I'm going to summon this out. Special summon, and then just go into the Sioux ship and go into the Sioux ship. And we have the Crackdown here to take whatever monster he special summons. We'll go into the Dreadnought, and then we'll set this and just pass. We have the ability to take whatever he goes into, so then we can do damage with our Sioux ship and pop things. If I left stuff on the board, it would have just gotten run over anyway, so I might as well just do this. Alright, Lightning Storm, of course. Lightning Storm. And he's going to destroy attack position monsters, which honestly is probably better for us than if he had destroyed our back row, because the back row is an interruption. I'm going to on-summon, activate this card to take his ogre before he can attack and rearrange the top of our deck. And now he's going to go into another ogre, of course. Ugh, this has been a mess for me. Alright, he's going to go to end phase. Fair enough. Crowley does nothing right now, so I'm just going to pass. Might as well not commit to the board. If I just summon him, he's going to get run over next turn, so it's pointless to even summon him out. Our opponent's going to pass again. He's going to set one card and pass. We have been in a standstill again. In the end, there's no point to really put any of these monsters on the board. They're just going to get destroyed anyway by battle, so I don't think there's any real reason to summon any of them. I guess we just got to get to some of our back row. It sucks that Time Thief got outed, because obviously that just completely changed everything for us. That completely killed any chance we have. Our opponent's going to activate Scareclaw, Defanging. We can't target Scareclaw Link monsters or Visa Starfrost, which he doesn't have, so that's fine because he has a Kashtira Ogre. He's going to go to battle phase. He's going to probably just attack, crash, rearrange our deck. Kashtira is really good. Kashtira Ogre is actually really good against us because he, like, essentially gets to rearrange our deck and look at our stuff and, like, banish things. So he's going to get rid of the... He can get rid of the... there can only be one, unfortunately. He's already gotten rid of the Dino Miscus and the Dark Renewal, which kind of sucks for us. Now he can... Yeah, now he got rid of the Barrier Statue, which would have been a really great draw next turn. Because if this gets popped and destroyed, and next turn we just go into the Barrier Statue, it's kind of crazy. But then again, it doesn't matter if we go into the Barrier Statue because he's got the other cards with him. This isn't bad, actually. Unbreakable Spirit's not bad. Especially in our current game state. We got to do as much damage as possible. So I'm just going to summon out the Crowley and just go to battle phase if I can. He's going to imperm the Crowley on summon, which I couldn't be happier to see that. We're going to go to battle phase, attack directly. Hopefully he has nothing for that. He's going to have a magic cylinder for our Crowley. Okay. I accept it. We're going to set this and we're just going to pass. That was unbelievable. Simply unbelievable. Magic cylinder, lava golem. I don't even know what to say. Lava golem, Gaia the Magical Knight. It's like I'm on the show. Another Gaia. Hopefully he attacks and then I can gain attack. This has been like the most unbelievable duel I've ever seen. It's like just such foolishness. Alright, so we're going to activate this. Our monster's going to gain attack, and then he's going to lose his monster, so he's down in life points. If we can manage to 17, 18. If we can get a monster with 1800 attack, we can win this duel right now. That is not 1800 attack. That is not 1800 attack. What does this actually do? Okay, that doesn't help. That doesn't help. I don't think we can win this right now. If this was a dark monster right here, we would have won this duel, actually. If this was a dark monster, this would have been over. But unfortunately, it's not a dark monster. This is a water monster. If this had been a dark monster, this would have been a wrap. So I guess we just go into this dude. Actually, let me see. Let me run through my extra deck real quick and see if there's any other options. Yeah, there's no other options. All right, so then we go into Mr. Rocket Caliber. And we just attack directly. That sucks. We're literally 100 away. This is going to really suck if we don't make it. 100 away. And we don't have any burn card. We can go into a rank 4 monster, but that I don't think that'll actually help the situation. You know what we can actually go into? We can actually go into Wee Witch, and if it gets destroyed, then... Actually, we could have gone into this, but this wouldn't have done anything. It has to destroy a monster by battle. We can go into Wee Witch, and then if Wee Witch gets destroyed, we can get Time Thief Redoer back. Technically speaking, that is better than what we have, because these don't float, these don't do anything, they just kind of sit here. And if he summons a Time Lord, then we just lose everything anyway, so we might as well just do this. So if we lose our monster for any reason, we get to recur, and then hopefully have another shot at Time Thief, because right now we have nothing. We literally just need to burn for 100 in any way possible. Yep, it's the Time Lord. It's the one that shuffles back spells, so he's not doing anything right now to us, it's whatever. This Time Lord's not doing anything. There can only be one as a fantastic draw right now off the top. Honestly, I think we set this and we set this in defense because it has more defense than attack, and we just pass here, let this thing out itself, and then we have there can only be one. Best case scenario, we can prevent him, lock him into one thing. Yep, he's gonna out himself, which is perfectly fine with us. I got 100 life points. It's like I'm in the fourth quarter right now. He's going to summon Kashtira Ogre, which is fine with me. That's the one that rearranges, so we're good. We just need any level 4. We got to get Time Thief back. That's our main prerogative. Because he's kind of our win condition. I don't really have anything in the graveyard. Actually, I can... This is a light. So we'll see what he's able to get here. He's going to attack over Wee Witch. He's going to rearrange the top of our deck. Or not really rearrange. I guess he has to banish one of his choice. Actually, that Time Lord would win us the game 100% if we got it. That would 100% win us that game. What did he banish? The Time Lord. Scumbag. He knows. Alright, we're going to activate that effect for 100%. Exactly what we wanted. So we're going to go put Time Thief back so that we can use him again. Alright, so that is the end phase there. I'm not going to activate the there can only be one until I need to. We can go into Time Thief, but the problem is we have nothing yet. I mean, I guess we have to go into it because what we have now isn't good enough. So we go into Time Thief, flip this over. Hopefully we can get a trap card off the top of his deck. I don't think we have anything that really outs. We don't have a card to discard, unfortunately. And we go into Time Thief here. We can survive one more attack, so we have multiple standby phases of hopefully getting a trap. So we go into that, and I think we just pass here. And now we hit him with the There Can Only Be One as soon as possible. As soon as possible, we hit him with the There Can Only Be One. Because we want him to lock into this one Kashtira monster. We don't want any more Kashtira monsters in the play. Let me... What phase am I in? I don't even know what phase I'm in. Damn it. Standby phase, okay. Now we use the effect of Time Thief. Hopefully we need a trap real bad. What was that? A monster? Okay, we can, like I said, we can move things out of the way. He can excavate, and that's fine. He's been doing that already. He can definitely do that, it's fine. This effect's been crazy against us. He like picks our draws. It's like he's playing with destiny here. Leave us alone. It's like an ultimate duel challenge. Alright, he chose to banish Small World. That was a good banish. Solid. Battle phase. I'm going to go ahead and save him. Like I said, we need that trap. If we can get to a trap, we can win this. So we're going to detach. We're going to take 28 directly. And then our monster comes back. And we need a way to do 100 damage. 100 damage. This is like the closest duel ever. Let's come back. This is like the most outrageously close duel. Alright, let's see. Activate this effect. Hopefully get a trap. Please get a trap. What was that? Was that a monster? Okay, at least we have the Apophis here. He's going to rearrange the top. But again, all it takes is one trap card and we can do this. And we have Tiamon coming in, but he's not really doing much. Even Forbidden Chalice would be half decent because what do you banish? Forbidden Chalice. This guy's awesome. Alright, we're going to set this and we're going to end phase. And we definitely want to have chaining on. Actually, not for the beginning, because it's going to ask me before he's even in the standby phase. So I don't want to miss the timing to activate Apophis. So we're going to activate this for sure. Let's try to get a trap card. Spell card's not bad, though. Spell card's not bad. We can draw more stuff then. Well, he's rearranging the top of our deck anyway, but... So we're not going to activate our effect yet. But at least we can save ourselves another turn here. This Kashtira Ogre is really annoying, because it's like he rearranges the top of our deck and then puts it back in the same order. He just picks one card out of it, so it's not like it gets shuffled. Like, he knows every card we have coming. It's like playing against Pegasus. This is torment. If it wasn't for this Time Thief, we'd really be cooked. Alright, he's going to try to go to end of main phase. We're going to activate the Apophis. Summon that in defense. Right there, so we can defend our life points. And now we're going to wait for him to declare an attack on us or something. Whatever he chooses to do. We do have a spell and the trap. I mean, a spell and the monster underneath, so that's good. End of main phase. Yeah, end of main phase is fine. Alright, I already said that. See who he chooses to attack. Depending on who he chooses to attack, it matters. He's going to attack Time Thief. We're going to activate it, obviously. And detach this. Then also detach the monster. Draw a card, which we saw coming, obviously. He's going to attack over that. Rip Mr. Apophis. And we get another chance of life here. He's going to summon this guy, the Kashtira Rise Heart, in 2100 defense. You can banish the top 3 cards of our opponent, of our deck, or I guess of his deck. Which is actually fine, because those cards were kind of in the way, and these cards, we don't know what they are, so... It's actually better that we finally get out of the rotation where he knows what we have and stops banishing our stuff. I feel like I'm playing against Runic. This game has been so slow. And a lot of that's my own fault. Alright, he's finally going to be able to Exceed Summon. He's going to go into this thing right here, which is 2700. Cannot be destroyed by battle with the same attribute. And this card has as many attributes as materials attached. It's light, fire, and everything but dark. And Time Thief doesn't target anyway. But it can target a card in our graveyard and attach it. It's going to attach that. I mean, I guess they can go into Zeus now. Yeah, they can go into Zeus, but they can go into Zeus. They've already... Oh, I guess they're not going into Zeus. That would have been smart. Alright, if we can get a trap card right now, we can win this duel. We just need to get a trap card. That's all we need. We just need to get a trap card. Back to square one is enough to win the game. That is enough to win the game. Alright, perfect. We're going to activate, get a card off the top of our opponent's deck. What could they possibly have? They have a quick... Is this a quick effect? Oh, quick effect, target a monster. Okay, that's fine. Oh my god, I'm going to have a heart attack. This is like the most dramatic game. Alright, he's going to target Wee Witch. That's fine. So now he's unaffected. He can't be targeted by darks or can't be destroyed by battle with darks. Okay, so now he can't be destroyed by darks, which is fine. We're going to get a trap. We literally have 2 outs to this card. I'm going to go ahead and activate this effect. I'm dumb for that. Why did I do that? Why did I do that? I shouldn't have targeted this. I should have targeted the other one. That's so dumb. I should not have targeted this. Oh, man. I should have used back to square one. Alright, I'm going to go to battle phase, though. I hope he doesn't have the one that special summons. Okay, fine. Oof. Damn, that was dramatic. I'm not going to lie, I misplayed in there. But that was way more dramatic than it needed to be. That was unbelievable. Alright, let's see how many legacy. 2 legacy tickets and a heart attack. Let's see what he was, let's see what was going on in his deck. This is definitely interesting. It was mostly Cashier. He had Metallizing Slime. He had a Gaia engine in there. Raw Sphere mode. Lava Golem. Swords of Revealing Light. This was a grueling match. I'm not gonna lie. This was an absolutely grueling match. That was very tough. This Cashier Ogre is insane. He rearranges our deck every time, and he knew what we were gonna draw. I was like Torment. All right, let's open this legacy pack. We all know we need it right now. That was a game on another level. That was like I was in the Shadow Realm. Let's see what this is. We have that already. No need to read it. We don't have a Blue Eyes to search, and I'm not gonna lie to you. I have opened. I'm not even joking. On my main account, I've opened thousands of legacy tickets. I've never pulled a Blue Eyes White Dragon ever. I feel like Kaiba. I've never pulled it. The search is elusive. This requires a super heavy samurai. Obviously, we don't have that. Background dragon did we pull it already? No, we didn't. This is actually a half decent card. If this card's in your graveyard, you control the card, special summon this card, and 1 level 4 dragon from your hand. This card I remember being quite good. Not like quite good, but like one of those cards. Yeah, this seems interesting. The problem is, the only way that I can do this is if I like activate Foolish Burial, and then have this in the graveyard, activate it, special summon a dragon from our hand, and then have this from the graveyards. But like that would be cool, but like I don't honestly, this could go in our dragon deck, but I don't know if that's going to be usable. True King's Return, don't have enough True King cards, or True Dracos. Miracle Fertilizers, a plant card. I don't have enough plants to use this. And Sprite Smashers is a good card, but I have 1 Sprite monster, and then I have a Sprite, the Sprite Starter, 1 Sprite Monster, and now I have Sprite Smashers. 3 great cards, but unfortunately I need the rest of the Sprite. Alright, let's open these legacy tickets. Already we've got a shiny going on there. That's pretty cool to see. Let's see what we get here. We've got Ninjutsu card, not bad. We already have a Ninja card, so 2 Ninja cards, that's not bad. Poisonous Winds. So if we ever play against, I mean, this isn't going to be usable, but like wind monsters cannot be special summoned. All face-up wind monsters lose 500 attack. That's really good against wind decks. But unfortunately, that's just a little too specific for us to have a reason to play. I don't even know why they print cards like that, if I'm going to be honest with you. Emissary of Oasis. Alright, this card is not good at all. And then we've got another normal here. This card is kind of interesting, but unfortunately, I don't think it's going to be usable. You would have to, like, yeah, you ritual something, and then your opponent, you lock your opponent out of activating Spell and Trap cards until your next standby phase. It's actually not like terrible, but the thing is, we'd have to leave this, wait a turn, then ritual summon, activate it, and then it basically prevents them. It's just not a great card, unfortunately. It needs to be. It's a little too specific. We have to wait a turn and then ritual summon, so it's a little too slow. All right, next game, we just won the coin flip again. Honestly, I'm thinking about making a deck that is like totally built around. Yeah, this hand is not much of anything. I'm thinking about building a deck that is completely and totally built around just the barrier statue, like entirely just barrier statue, not even Time Thief, because honestly, even when we do summon Time Thief, like it's not enough. Summoning Time Thief is honestly just not enough for us, because like Time Thief is cool and all, but the problem with him is he just doesn't like, he's a cool interruption and he's a cool like grind game card and stuff. But like, in all honesty, Time Thief really isn't enough in a lot of situations for us, because he just takes a monster off the top. And in Platinum, when we're playing against constructed deck, it just might not be enough. But barrier statues, we have basically 3 copies of barrier statue. The barrier statue actually is enough. And at this point, we're kind of at the stage of the game where our entire point is just a farm. Like, our entire point is just to farm resources, because there isn't really anything that there's nothing that we can particularly do with our deck in terms of playstyle or in terms of deck building that will get us over the hump right now, because our deck is so much worse than just an average constructed deck that we actually may just need to make the most toxic deck humanly possible to basically farm out wins so that we can get a bunch of free stuff. There's no point to activate this yet. I wish I could have popped this back row, but it's not going to work. That's not a terrible draw, I suppose. We can go into Time Thief. This guy's like, I don't know what's going on here. Our monster can attack, which is cool. It's just probably what I'm going to do, just to see what he's got. I am actually not going to resolve this. Actually, I'm not going to pay the life points. I'm not going to pay. I didn't expect to get that far, which is kind of nice. And now I'm going to summon the Iron Dragon. Yeah, I'm going to summon the Iron Dragon. I'm going to go into Time Thief right away, because I don't know what this is, and I don't know what he's playing. And if he's playing some kind of Mirror Force deck or something, I want to be able to play around it. So I'm going to go ahead and go into these two. Use these two to go into Time Thief for sure. And now I don't have to play around with the Tiamon. And this, we'll keep the Mateon for the Mateon. We'll keep the Mateon around for later, just in case we need to. But right now, we're just going to go right into Time Thief, go to battle phase. Like I said, if this is some kind of a Mirror Force or something, I want to be able to play around it, because he did just set pass. So I guess we'll see what they have. All right, our opponent just lost connection. I don't know. They probably just quit, left. I don't know. Let's go check what they were playing, I guess. All right, we got 2 packs, and we've got Slot Machine. This is a Bandit Keith card. Kind of cool card, but we're not going to be able to use it. And then we got 2 Legacy tickets. All right, this is what our opponent was playing. This is some kind of a very, very slow Exodia deck with a bunch of floodgates. And honestly, we probably would have won against this deck. Nothing here really like stops us. Floodgates don't matter to us. We'd play them if we had them, to be honest with you. All right, let's crack open this Master Pack. I'm still looking for... There's a lot of... Like, Orbital Hydrolander's a card that randomly would really be good. Orbital Hydrolander, another Vigilm. There's so many cards. Magician's Robe doesn't really matter, and we already have it. Buzzsaw Shark is actually a good card, if I remember correctly. Okay, so this card is actually a 1-card Time Thief redoer, but what I'm afraid of a little bit... This is actually kind of good. I just got to make sure that we have another level 4 monster in our like... trunk in the cards that we own. The only thing that kind of concerns me is that we're sort of the benefit of our deck for a long time is that we didn't lose to Ash, we didn't lose to Maxi, we didn't lose to Imperm, we didn't lose to Veiler, and we didn't lose to any of that stuff. And what concerns me a little bit is that while this card is really good, it actually plays into all of the hand traps that our opponents have been breaking on playing against us. So it kind of worries me to play more and more stuff like this, because essentially we just lose to one hand trap if I kind of build around this. But overall, good card. It's essentially a 1-card. Yeah, actually, we do have a water monster. That monster, the spellcaster just now that I was using, is a water monster, so it's cool. And if this card's used for the XYZ summon of a water monster, it can be treated as a level 3 or a level 5 monster, which is also kind of cool. But basically, we can summon this target itself, and then we can summon that magician, the Magistus card. So essentially, this is going in the deck 1,000,000%. And then we've got the Symphonic. We've already got this card, so there's no point to read it. Photon Emperor. This is actually a newer card. Okay, this card is actually in a lot of ways not bad, but we just need more Photon and Galaxy Eyes cards to make it really good. We do have some Photon, like Photon, not Thrasher. We have the other Photon, the one that attacks and changes to defense mode. Then we have some other Photon. Essentially, if we have Photons in the loop, this can be a free monster summon. And this works. This is a light warrior, so it works with all of those light ray cards like that work with the light warriors. So it's not the worst card in the world, just not usable immediately, but it's definitely not the worst card. Infernity Randomizer. This card's honestly not bad either. If we have no cards in our hand, we get to draw for free. Like, not bad. Heroic Challenger Clasp Sword. We don't have enough heroics. Will of Salamangreats is not a bad card. I don't know if it's as good as the Salamangrate card that we pulled last time, the sword, the free sword that just special summon any fire. This is one of the best Salamangreat cards, but we don't have a lot of Salamangreat cards. So as of right now, it's not good enough. And let's see what this UR is. Barion's Chaos Draw. What in the world is this? Alright, so this card is actually not bad, but we have to draw it for our normal draw phase, which already makes it pretty bad. Like, that's kind of the problem with this card. We have to draw it. We have to draw it, and then reveal it, and then we can activate it. But it's not bad, but I have no idea why this card's a UR. This is just such a waste of a UR. There's so many amazing URs in this game. Like, even in archetype URs, that is just a terrible UR. We've been on a streak of some of the most unplayable URs you could possibly imagine. Like, obviously, we've got some good ones, like There Can Only Be One and Time Thief Redoer. Like, we have some really good ones, but, like, this is just kind of embarrassing. Like, why is this a UR? This card is, like, unbelievably terrible. But Buzzsaw Shark is actually, like, a solid pull. All right, let's open up these master packs, or the master, or whatever this is, the legacy tickets. Let's see what we get here. Oh, I didn't even mean to do 2, but I did it. Okay, this just basically gives itself to the opponent. It's like Mystic Mind stuff. This is another Cybers card. This card's not bad. So basically, if we have a monster that gets ashed, we can special summon this for free, and then we can special summon a Cybers from the graveyard. It's not like the worst card ever, but I honestly, I don't like cards that rely on our opponent to do something, because generally that's not the best. We already have that, and I don't think this card is good. Yeah, this is, it protects Pandemonium, which we don't have, but that is a crazy artwork. That is a really nice artwork. Alright, so we're here now in this section. I'm going to take out a monster that is not, I want to make sure it's, this is what we're going to be able to special summon. This is a tuner, so it serves a purpose. This serves a purpose. These are spellcasters. I think the only card that doesn't maybe get, no, I wouldn't take this out, because this gives us more versatility. Maybe this Jester hasn't come up all that much as I would like it to come up, so maybe that'll get cut. Because I am removing a spellcaster to include a non-spellcaster. Maybe even this thing is a little iffy. So I definitely want to, like I said, Buzzsaw Shark is definitely going in because it's quite good. This card is a bit confusing to use, number 1, and number 2, I don't think its effect is actually going to come up as much as we would like it to come up, so I'm probably going to cut this, but its stats are technically better than this card's stats, but this card searches for a Dragon Pulse Magician when it leaves for free, so it kind of like refills its own purpose, which is kind of nice. So I think we'll get rid of this Legion Master for now. The Legion General, the Legion thing, whatever, this thing. It does search a free card, but I think we get rid of it for now, and we'll leave the Performa Pal, and we'll save this. But we definitely want to play this Buzzsaw Shark. It's just kind of dumb not to play it. Alright, so we just lost a coin flip. Our opponent chose to go first. Our hand it's okay. It's not the best hand in the world. Certainly not the worst. I forgot to say, you guys recommended some really, really good songs for, well, really good music soundtracks for what I request, because I asked you guys to recommend soundtracks. You guys recommended some really good ones, so hopefully you guys are listening to some of that stuff now. Because I do plan to change the soundtrack every, I want to say like 10 episodes, so you guys definitely recommended some really, really awesome ones. I had never even heard them. Or some of them I haven't heard, but others obviously I have. So our opponent is playing Goatee. Goatee is quite a good deck. Our hand is not very good at all. Yeah, it's not very good at all as far as hands go. I mean, the problem is these two special summon themselves when we have a spellcaster. We don't have any spellcasters. This special summons spellcaster. We don't have any spellcasters. This works around spellcasters, and this is Forbidden Chalice. So unfortunately, this hand's a little bit rough, if I'm going to be honest with you. We do have a lot of spellcasters, so there's a high chance we draw one, but there's also a solid chance that we don't draw one. So we'll see how it goes. But this deck's pretty cool so far. Like it's been, the normal deck is good because it has a lot of synergy with a lot of things, but this deck is actually like quite strong also. So our opponent's playing Ice Jade with the Goatee cards. Cool deck. This card's really good. It protects all monsters from being banished or destroyed. And then he's going to end on this. This is not like this card. I think this is a floodgate for monsters or something like that. Okay, that's pretty good. That's a phenomenal draw. That's a phenomenal draw. Alright, we'll see what our opponent's able to do. I'm going to save the Forbidden Chalice. That's actually really good. Wow, that's a really awesome draw. Yeah. We're going to go ahead. This has a quick effect to summon during our turn, or during our turn, yeah. So I'm just going to save it. I think we can actually out his entire board right now, which is kind of bananas here. Yeah, both of these have a quick effect to synchro summon, so that's a little bit scary. We're going to special summon this out. It sucks that we didn't draw any spellcasters because our hand is pretty much 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4 cards in our hand are just totally dead because we didn't draw a spellcaster. So we're going to go to battle phase because these synchro summon during the main phase. Our opponent's going to be able to do it. We're not going to do anything about this. We're going to try to, because they both synchro summon. If one of them synchro summon, then I would do something about it, but they both synchro summon, so I might as well do it when he summons the giant monster if he does. So this is fine. He's going to banish a card from his own deck, which again is okay because again we're just going to try to resolve the Meteon, and he's going to synchro summon again during our turn. Konami's been obsessed lately with just making decks that play on your opponent's turn, like not even just a little bit, but like full combos on your opponent's turn. It's like this, Flunderees, Labyrinth. At some point, I'd like to be able to play myself. Yeah, he's going to target one card we control, one card they control, and destroy them both. He's going to also chain 3 million other things. I'm going to have to Forbidden Chalice. Hopefully, I'm going to be able to do it. Hopefully my effect resolves, but he does have other synchro summons. I don't think this is going to work out for us. Yeah, this is not going to work out for us, unfortunately. We drew kind of a less than playable hand there. A lot of spellcaster support, no spellcasters. Alright, so we just lost the coin flip. I'm not going to lie, our hand is... This is actually not a bad hand. This is like a very going second hand, which you... Now we're going first. We lost the coin flip and we're going first. That really sucks. I was just like gloating about, oh, this is bringing it in. Of course. Let me... I'm going to place that down there. I don't know. I'm just going to summon this. Like, he doesn't have an effect to special summon himself. Yeah, you have to send the spellcaster to summon himself. We're just going to summon this and just pass. That is just so stupid. Now, what is good is whatever zone we summon this dude to, we can pop in the same column. Oh, I guess we can summon this dude out too. I just realized I played this kind of wrong. I should have left him in a zone unaffiliated because I clogged his own zone. So Jiraigumo has to summon to the zone in front of him. And this would have actually been really good if I had not summoned this in front of the Jiraigumo. I should have summoned him here and him here, and that would have been good. But I did the dumb. I made a mistake here. And our opponent is obviously he's playing Tri-Brigade, which is kind of whatever. We can pop that, but now he's gonna link some. He's gonna banish 4. He's gonna link. I made a lot of incorrect plays. I shouldn't have. I wanted to set this to have an extra card. He's gonna. It's not bad. This doesn't target, so I'm gonna go ahead and activate it. Actually, if I activate it and summon it, he might be able to pop. So honestly, it's kind of fine. I'm gonna let him banish something. Yeah, he's going to banish that, which is kind of fine. Nothing I can do about it. Alright, he's going to activate the Borbo. He's going to summon the Borbo. I'm actually going to activate the Iron Dragon here. I'm going to activate Iron Dragon. And he's already used this. So yeah, I'm going to activate the Iron Dragon. I'm going to sacrifice our own card, but our own card actually did help. So we're going to be able to pop everything in this column. And then Karaza is going to let him add. And then I think I'm actually going to go with this, the Jiraigumo. So I'm going to summon out Jiraigumo to destroy a card. I'm going to destroy this. Now, one thing about the Jiraigumo that I don't like is Jiraigumo 1000% should be a level 4. Why in the world is this card a level 5? It was never a level... Like, why is this card a level 5? It doesn't really make sense. Wow, we just beat that? I'm in shock. I can't believe we just won that duel. Wow, I'm in total shock. Okay, that was a phenomenal win, I guess. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I made some questionable plays there that completely worked out, but okay. Alright, so right here we got 3 legacy tickets for an undeserved win. We've been actually stuck in in Platinum 4 for a significant amount of time. We keep losing, winning. We're 3 wins away from Platinum 3, which would be, I believe, the highest rank ever achieved by any masochist, which is like Platinum 3. From what I heard, Platinum 3 is the highest. That it doesn't mean, what I'm saying is no one's ever gone above it. But if we get there, we get there. Let's go get another pack. All right, let's crack this pack open. It seems to be shining. Hopefully we don't get the same kind of URs. We've been getting URs that might as well be like commons, like the kind of URs we've been getting recently. That's another Adagnister card, not bad, but not usable yet. Another Phantom Knight card. This is one of the not so great Phantom Knight cards, but it is a level 4. So this card's not bad. It lets you banish it, send a Phantom Knight card, and draw a card. Actually wouldn't be bad, plus it's a level 4. If we pull the right Phantom Knight stuff, that wouldn't... Wow, Dragoonity Knight Romulus. This is actually really good, but we don't have the card to search off of it, unfortunately. That kind of sucks. Yeah, but we do. It has another effect where if a dragon is special summoned from the extra deck to a zone this card points to, we can special summon a dragon or winged beast from our hand. That effect's not bad, actually. This definitely 1,000,000% will go in our dragon deck that we have building in the background. That's really not a bad pull, but we don't have Dragon's Ravine. Nemesis Flag is also not a bad card, but we don't really have a payoff for it. Yeah, this card isn't bad whatsoever, just we have nothing to really do with it. Flower Dino. This card is honestly not bad. In the grind game, it's really not a bad card. Basically, if we activate a trap card, we can special summon this, or if our opponent activates a spell card, we can special summon this. And then it also has an effect to target 3 banished spawn trap cards, place them on the bottom of the deck, draw a card. That's not bad. It's not like a bad card. It's just kind of, it's a free level 4 special summon that is contingent on a little bit of weirdness. Like our opponent has to activate a spell, so technically we could summon it during our opponent's turn, and then we have a monster on our board to go first. But honestly, it's a little bit of a goofy card, I'm not gonna lie. Purple Poison Magician. This is definitely going in the pendulum pile. Wow, our pendulum pile just keeps like, it just keeps like getting like better and better and better. It's about as good as it gets for like a pendulum pull, right? And then also it has when it's destroyed by battle or card effect, we can target one card on the field, destroy it. That's really good. Yeah, this card's kind of good. Yeah, this card's kind of good. Like, there's nothing else I can really say. This is about as good of a card that you would want to pull. It's like a card that you can pop every single turn. It's a nice card. Devouring Sarcophagus is a zombie card. Another zombie card that we have now. Okay, so this card's honestly not bad. It basically steals your opponent's monsters 2 different ways. So the first effect steals an opponent's monster, and the second effect steals an opponent's monster. It's honestly not a bad card, and it floats. So we have been pulling zombie cards. Not the best zombie cards, but we have been pulling like Fraulein, which is the vampire. We pulled some vampire stuff. We actually have been pulling a half-decent zombie pile. The problem is we don't have like the really important zombie stuff like Unizombie, like Zombie World, stuff like that. We really haven't been pulling that stuff, but this card overall is honestly not that bad of a zombie card. Definitely something to keep in the background, and it's level 4, so it's not the worst zombie card ever. And then we've got Fairy Archer Igunar. This is just plant support. It's not usable for us, but it's not bad. So overall, like, a bit odd, but some really actually not bad stuff. Like, this could be decent, this could be decent. The Flowering Dino's okay. The Purple Poison is actually a good card, so it definitely goes in our pendulum pile, obviously, our pendulum deck. The problem with our pendulum deck is just it's a little bit inconsistent, and I would need to like really build around it to really. I'd need some more time to really like understand how to play it, because I've tested it in the solo mode, and so far it just hasn't been the best. Devouring Sarcophagus is honestly not a bad card. Definitely can go in our zombie pile. All right, let's crack open these legacy packs. Let's see what we've got here. Let's see. There's definitely a lot of new stuff. Yeah, I've opened thousands of these on my main account. I've never pulled a Blue Eyes. I've never seen this card in my life. Is this in the TCG? I don't think this is in the TCG. It's not good, and it's not in the TCG. Shark Cruiser. Alright, so this card's actually not bad, but its stats are garbage. So if it had better stats, I would have played it. Yeah, its stats are just not it. Level 5, come on. Komodo Dragon. Definitely goes in our dragon pile. Alright, this goes in our dragon pile 100%. And then Free the Brave Wanderer. This card's actually kind of good. We do have, you know, it's funny, I was just talking about that Light Warrior deck, and this is just another card that goes in that Light Warrior deck. So this definitely gets added to that deck, and it's kind of a good Chaos card too. So it's a Chaos card, Light Warrior, Komodo Dragon. Kidmodo Dragon's not a bad card. It's just, you know, at this point, you got to ask yourself, like, is it too slow? Like, we're in Platinum. I don't know if Kidmodo Dragon is enough for Platinum. This is actually a good card. Every turn you get a token. Yeah, this is a good card. Nice pull. Basically, you pay 1,000, special summon a token, and then we're locked out of the extra deck. Yeah, so basically, yeah, you pay 1,000, special summon a token, can't lock that in the extra deck. It's good if you're playing a tribute summoning deck. I remember I played this in the Umi deck. I gave it a try, but it didn't quite work. It's just basically, if you have like a level 5 monster you need to summon, it's not bad. This card is a level 3 that summons another level 3, another Performer Pal level 3. And then once per turn, change all monsters you control to defense position. Not really useful. These pulls weren't bad, actually. Kid Moto's not bad. Freed's not bad. This isn't bad, honestly, at all. Like, if someone's a token, it's not bad. Like, none of these cards are bad. There's just, you know, we have to, at some point, have to realize, like some of these cards are a little bit too slow for Platinum. Like, they're not bad cards, but they just might not be enough to beat constructed decks. So, we just kind of have to keep that in mind. Like, they're not bad cards by any means, but maybe not the best for our situation. Alright, we just lost the coin flip. And our opponent chose to go first. They actually chose to go first. Last time we lost and they chose to go second. This is actually not a bad hand at all. We have Time Thief if we want to. We have Small World, which is all our level 4s. We have There Can Only Be One. Barrier Statue. We've got a lot of stuff. Like, it's actually not the worst hand in the world. They're playing what appears to be Dogmatica, but I don't even know, because he just summoned a Dogmatica. He used the Mithra and then the Dogmatica. So I don't know what he's playing, actually. But this card is actually kind of good, this Mithra. It actually it's a free special summon. Yeah, it's a free special summon, and while it's a free special summon, it also puts a token on your opponent's board, which actually is good because it triggers the Dogmatic Matrix, because I think your opponent has to control something and then you get an additional effect, which is kind of cool. And then on top of that, since we have a monster on our board, we can't imperm him whatsoever now, which is also like kind of smart. We can't imperm him, which is nice. Now he's going to summon Albazoa. Albazoa doesn't do anything against us, if I'm being honest. So it's fine that we're going to send stuff to the graveyard. We're just going to send like stuff that we are unlikely to summon. So I'm just going to send that stuff. This we don't really go into too often. This probably we won't go into. Yeah, it should be good. So we'll get rid of those. It sucks that we don't have any cards that have effects. That would be really awesome if we had. If we had something. He's going to send something from our extra deck. He's going to send the Enlightenment Paladin. He's going to send some more cards. The chances of us winning this are pretty slim, I'd say, but There Can Only Be One and Barrier Statue, you kind of feel like you always have a hope. And Buzzsaw Shark, so there's a chance we can do this. Now the thing that sucks is that this thing is unaffected by monsters from the extra deck, so we'll see how this goes. He's gonna send 2, we're gonna send 2. I guess we just send this and this, just because we're unlikely to really need to use those. We do have the Iron Dragon, which can out the Albazoa, but there's this stupid token in the way, so that's not gonna fly, unfortunately. I just realized I'm kind of a moron. I shouldn't have gotten rid of the Link Spider, because I should have kept it to get rid of this token, and then I could use the Iron Dragon to pop this here. I mean, it's whatever, it happens. We'll see what else we have, but that kind of sucks. Now he's going into Numeria combos, which is, and actually our card is live, but we're gonna leave our card alone. Because I need to save that for the Albazoa. Alright, end phase. Okay, this is where he ends on. It's not the most annoying board in the world. Alright, so this is kind of a problem here. We need to get rid of it, because we won't be able to play the way we want to with that on the field. So, Small World doesn't really help anything, so let's just check real quick if there's something that we can Small World into that would help. I mean, I guess we can go into the Adamantipator, but I don't think that's going to really benefit us all that much. Meteon can't be used. Penguin Squire is a little dangerous with all of his hands, so I think I'll just save it for now. I don't think I need to do anything, so I'm going to go ahead and go into Buzzsaw Shark. Oh, never mind. I'm dumb. This requires a fish to be summoned from the deck, so that sucks. Okay, I thought it was just any water monster. Okay, whatever. And I summoned in the wrong column anyway. All right, let's make things happen here. Let's go attack this. And we'll crash. We misplayed, but I mean, we'll try to salvage it to the best of our ability. I didn't realize this had to summon a fish. I thought it was any water monster. So we got to add a fish, basically. I misread that card. Main phase 2. Let's set this here. And then we're going to special summon this right here so we can out his monster. And now we can go into Mr. Time Thief right there. And then we can go into Small World, but like I said, Small World doesn't really do anything for us right now, so we might as well save it just in case we need something else later. Right now, Small World just does nothing, so we'll just Small World and pass here. And at least we got rid of the Albazoa. Yeah, we definitely misplayed a little, but we misplay every once in a while. It's fine. As long as things somewhat work out. We got a monster. Yeah, we got a Max C. I didn't realize that Buzzsaw Shark needed a level a fish. That kind of sucks. Okay, so now he's going to activate the Dogmatica Maximus. Alright, he's going to send 2, which is going to be the Tis, and this other one that destroys the spawn trap card, so that kind of sucks for us. I'm just going to pick these 2. Actually, the chance of us making this is slim to none. And this is more generic, so we'll just go with this. We'll send those 2. He's going to be able to pop a spawn trap card and get rid of our monster, which kind of sucks. What is going on? Another scoop? Like, another lost connection? What is this like? Where are these people playing from? They're like on Dunkin' Donuts Wi-Fi? What's going on? Another lost connection, failed connection. Okay, I mean, I'll take it. 4 legacy packs, level up. All right, let's open another master pack here. That guy completely saved me because that Buzzsaw Shark was a goner for us. I just realized we can't even use it. Black Mamba. That's pretty cool. Okay, this card's not like bad at all. This card's not bad. It basically is a free special summon if we control a reptile, but we don't have a lot of reptile support yet. Amazement Ambassador Bufo. Wow, we finally pull an Amazement main deck monster. So basically this card's not bad. It just basically changes the Amazements, like where they're activated to, whether it's on your own monster, on your opponent's monster. You can add one back from the graveyard. It's not a bad card, it's just not level-wise that great. Ignis Heat. This is our second copy of Ignis Heat, and we pulled True Draco Return before, so that's actually not bad. Always good to have multiple copies of that. This we have multiple copies of. We're already not using it. Armed Dragon Flash we don't have. I think this summons any Armed Dragon, one level 3 Armed Dragon monster. So we don't have Armed Dragon level 3. We have Armed Dragon level 5. So we actually can't summon that. Nimble Momonga is useless unless we have 3. Twilight Rose Knight. This card's not bad actually. We just don't really have a use for it. Zodiac Borbo is definitely not a bad card. But again, it's one of those things where we just don't really have a use for it right now. If we had a Zodiac monster, this would be good. If we had a bunch of Zodiac monsters, it would be even better. This card does attack directly, which is kind of cool. But again, we don't have any Zodiac monsters, so that's not really usable at this time. This Ignis Heat's not bad. Again, we have that fire control deck that's kind of like building up in the background. I would definitely play Ignis Heat. And we have the True Draco trap card, True King's Return. We have 2 Ignis Heats already. Like, we have some stuff that we can do. Maybe a fire deck is going to be like a fire, like a total fire control deck is what's on the agenda eventually. All right, let's open up these legacy tickets. Obviously, we've got 4 legacy tickets, which is pretty awesome. See what we get out of them. So we've got Triple Star Tryon. This card's not that great. And then we've got Mass Dragon, which basically summons a dragon when it's destroyed. It's not bad. It's just not that great either. Again, it's just kind of slow. The reality is, if this was like episode 2, that would have been kind of cool, but it's kind of too slow for where we are. Elemental Hero Poison Rose is not really useful to us. Dino Sowing. Okay, so this card's not bad, I guess. Yeah, it's not bad. It just basically can't be destroyed by battle, and if it's attacked, it gains 1,000 attack, and then yeah, it's not useful for us. All that useful for us. It's not a bad card. It's just kind of one of those random like pack filler cards that really aren't that great. It's level 4 and that's good. Chain Thrasher. Yeah, we don't have any other Chain Thrashers, so I don't think it's usable. Orchestrated Attack. This is actually not bad. When a monster declares an attack, tribute an Orchest. World Legacy. Target one monster your opponent controls, banish it. Not bad, but we don't have enough of those to use right now. See, those are the kinds of removal, proactive cards that we actually need. Mist Valley card, not going to be usable. And Flame Manipulator. We don't have Flame Swordsman, so I'm not going to use it. Nothing too usable out of this one. Alright, so I'm going to bring a trap back. We're going to bring back the Ledger Book, and we're going to remove the Buzzsaw Shark for now. I want to see what fish we have, because we have to normal summon a fish. That is level 4. So we probably do have it, but it's kind of bricky to play it. Yeah, we have Buzzsaw Shark. If we had 2 Buzzsaw Sharks, it wouldn't be too bad. But like I said, we have this fish, but it's a level 3. We have this fish, but it's a level 3. This is a fish, but we can summon this technically. Yeah, this isn't going to work either. We have this. We can technically summon. So we don't actually have any level 4 fish monsters. Oof, I actually can play this. Which I don't think that I want to play. So I have to use this in order to summon this from our extra deck. Which I guess is half decent, but right now I just don't really want to do that. So I'm going to leave that. I'm just going to save this the way it is. I think this is actually quite solid right now. Alright, we just lost a coin flip. We are going second, and our hand's not looking too bad at all. We have the Cubic Ascension, we have the Meteon, we have the Ron Ryu. Our opponent's playing Branded. They're probably going to win. But overall, not the worst hand in the world. It depends on what they end on. This is a crazy Branded hand. They have a Luber. They have Branded Lost starting. They have Branded Fusion already ready to go. And we have no interruptions whatsoever. So this is not going to end very well for us. Our opponent is completely like going off here, which kind of sucks because they've got the Mirror Jade. Mirror Jade isn't out to the Meteon. Unfortunately, they've got Lubellion. They've got the Branded in white. They've got a lot going on. And like I said, they're probably going to go into, what's his name now? Borlo Furious. This is fine. So is this. Like, this is fine. Like, everything here that he has is fine, except for the Mirror Jade, which I don't. Unfortunately, the Mirror Jade is the one thing that we do not have an out to, is that Mirror Jade. Back to square one is an out to Mirror Jade. Okay. Perfect. Perfect. So we can out Mirror Jade now. But what to discard is the question. Probably Cubic Ascension is probably the right discard. We leave the resources for later. But Cubic Ascension's kind of good. I'm not going to discard it. I'm probably going to discard the Ron Ryu, because I'm going to go into the Meteon after this. So yeah, we activate the back to square one. We're going to discard the Ron Ryu, because this at least can do things for itself. So that's what we'll do. We're going to try to get rid of Mirror Jade. Mirror Jade can banish something. It can only banish a monster on his side of the field, which is nice. He's going to send that. That's fine. I'm not going to end with a monster on my board. Well, actually, Meteon is going to be on my board, but whatever. And he's going to banish itself. That's fine. Now he can put it back into his extra deck, which again is fine. Both of those things are fine. So now we're going to summon this out. We're just going to summon it right here. We're going to try to go to battle phase. He can do that, but again, my monster can't be destroyed anyway, so why he did that, nobody knows. Let's go to battle phase. Oh, another amazing win. This is unreal. If our opponent actually knew the cards that we were playing, they would have never surrendered. But we are just scaring our opponents into like, I don't know what we're doing. This is like incredible. We have like an aura around us today. Wow. Okay, we just scared the crap out of him. 2 legacy tickets. Pretty awesome. We are 1 win away from Platinum 3. I'd be shocked if we got there. Alright, let's open up this pack. Let's see what we get out of it. This has been just incredible. Actually, we pulled him a Star Boy too. Or a Star Boy, just a regular. Let's see what we get. Another UR. Hopefully it's not like the other ones. Another Morphtronic to throw into the pile of Morphtronics. I almost double-clicked. We've got the Nordic Relic. I don't think this is usable for us. Target one face-up monster that's destroyed by battle. Destroy it. This card is actually nothing, like not even a Nordic card. It's actually kind of like a Mirror Force card. It's technically removal. But the problem is it doesn't really help our barrier statue kind of like situation, because he'll destroy our barrier statue, then we can destroy the card that destroyed the barrier statue. It's just Hand of Nephthys doesn't really help because we don't have the Nephthys. Parallel World Fusion is a hero fusion card, which we don't have right now. Exo Sister, level 4. Let's read this. Okay, so overall, this card is not a bad card. It lets you, it can't be destroyed by battle with a monster special summon in the extra deck. Special summon from the graveyard, not from the extra deck. Which, I guess, can come up with some sort of niche purpose. And then we can detach a material and add an Exo Sister monster from our deck. Which I don't think that we have. But it's not like the worst pull in the world whatsoever. This is not usable, and I think we already have this. Yeah, wind up. It's a wind up card, and we already have it. And then Spellbook Star Hall. This is, I believe, our first Spellbook card. And we do have cards that work with Spellbook cards, but not too much. Let's check what this UR is. Grand Sofa Cord Kulia. 2 monsters, including a pendulum. I believe this is going in our pendulum deck, but let me read this. Okay, this card is actually not bad, especially for our pendulum pile deck. This is actually a legitimately good card. Gains 100 attack for every pendulum monster in the extra deck. Pretty good. Activate effects of pendulum monsters card points to cannot be negated. Pretty good. Once per turn, your opponent activates a card or effect. Special summon a Sofa Cord from our pendulum zone. And to a zone this card points to, and then negate the activation, add a Sofa Cord pendulum monster from your deck with an even scale. Honestly, I can't believe I'm saying this. This is just not a bad card. This is a solid card. I have nothing negative to say about it. It's a solid, usable card. Definitely goes in our pendulum pile deck. Might be our boss monster for that pendulum pile deck. I'm actually quite happy. It's little by little, our pendulum deck is kind of building up. And what's cool about the pendulums is we can just pendulum summon out the barrier statue, I guess. The problem with the pendulum deck is that we have to play a lot of monsters and a lot of stuff like that. So we don't have a lot of spell trap interruption. So that might be a little bit off, but the more I test it, the better. But this is like a really, really good pull for the pendulum pile. We change decks every single episode anyway, so that might be really good. All right, let's open these legacy packs. Let's see what we get. 3 legacy packs, pretty cool. Let's see. We've got a Rock Ogre Grotto and Dragon's Gunfire, neither of which are... Wait. This is a level 3 rock. If it was a level 4 rock, I would have played it, but it's a level 3 rock. So right now, that's not super usable. Let's see what this is. Black Feather Beacon. Not the worst card in the world, but not the best either. Eccentric Boy. Not the worst card, but like not really all that great either. It's still kind of, we're working on it. We're working on whatever's going on here. This pack is like really extra shiny today. Nothing in it. Well, let's see. Royal Surrender. It's a counter trap. This is actually a counter trap that specifically counters a continuous trap card. Cool, but a little too specific. This would have been something I would have loved to play on like episode 1, but right now it's just not going to work. Okay, so basically this card can attack twice if we discard and our opponent has a monster to attack a second time, so it's not really super useful. Overall, not the most useful legacy packs. Alright, we just lost the coin flip, which kind of sucks because we are 1 win away from Platinum 3, which is, I believe, is the highest anybody has achieved yet. Which would be cool to reach, but we were right there. Unfortunately, we lost the coin flip. But our hand isn't like phenomenal either, so this doesn't look good, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, he's playing for hire. And that's great. For hire, if it's for hire Sprite, we're in trouble. If it's for hire regular, probably not in great shape either, but I guess we'll see what they end on. Alright, so our opponent is fully comboing off here. He's got the sleeves for fur hires. He's got the mate he's got the dragon maid mate. He's got the fur hire thing here. This guy is a furry for sure. Like he's got everything he needs right now. He's got the Raphael. So I'm going to start reading some of these cards so that I somewhat know what I'm doing. But he's a committed fur hire player. Yeah, this dude is just going right now. I'm not going to lie. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't see us winning this one. This one, I'm not going to lie, this is a little bit of a rough one. This is a little rough. Fogo, and he's got this. This is a monster negate. Fogo's pretty good. This dude's got a pretty good hand, actually. I mean, he's got a pretty good situation going for him. Now he's going to summon the donor. The donor's pretty good, but this dude is going off. I'm not going to lie. We're in a little bit of a rough situation here. I don't believe that with our board we can out this, but we have not the worst hand ever. We do have back to square one. Okay, things just took a nasty turn. I think this is pretty much gone. We do have back to square one. We do have prey of the Yugioh, so we do have some interruptions. We do have dark renewal, so we technically can out 3 monsters if we wanted to, and then special summon a new one, but I don't know. And like I said, he's got a monster negate, which is this dude right here is a monster negate. Raphael's a monster negate the entire time. This is annoying too, because the sprite is going to protect his monsters from... Yes, the sprite's going to protect his monsters from targeting, so I can't target anything in these 2 columns either. So it's going to be a little bit of an issue going forward. He's going to go into Melfi's now. Yeah. So now he's got Melfi's, sprites, and for hires all looped together. I'm not going to lie, this is not looking too good for us right now. So now he's searched out, and he's going to go into IP. He searched out the Melfi hide and seek, which is obviously quite good. So now he's got Sprite, Masquerina, Raphael. This lets him target 3, draw 1, which is kind of crazy. It lets him refuel everything he just did. Yeah, this dude kind of went off on us, I'm not going to lie. Okay, our opponent's still going. They're going to end phase, summon a Melfi. The chances of us winning this is like virtually impossible. Yeah, dark is just a card. Alright, so this is looking rough, I'm not going to lie. This is looking 100% rough. We do have dark renewal, we do have this. I guess the first thing to activate is the back to square one is the first thing to activate. This can summon itself, but we'd have to discard a card, which sucks. And the thing is, what do we even back to square one? We can't back to square one IP. We have to back to square one Raphael. I guess we back to square one Raphael. He's got any amount of level 2s that he can summon. We definitely back to square one something, which I think is gonna be the we can do, yeah, Sprite Elf, or we can do the Raphael. I'll go with Raphael just because Sprite Elf, he's just going to chain anyway, so he's going to get a free resource no matter what. We might as well just do that. He's going to chain the IP to this, which I'm kind of fine with. I don't care. And then he's going to chain the Sprite, which again, I'm kind of fine with that. I'm fine with both of those things. It just depends on what gets summoned out next. Alright, he's going to make a Link 3, which is going to be the Folgo. And Folgo's a pretty good card, and then back to square one, basically whiffs. He's going to summon the little duck girl out of the graveyard. Alright, so now we're going to, I guess we set, and then we can activate Penguin Squire. I guess we just do that. We have no choice. It's our best, it's the best play that we've got. We got rid of his monster negate, which is good. We're a lot further along than we probably should be, if I'm being honest. That worked, okay. So now we summon that out in defense. Change the level, yes. We reduce it by 1. And now our opponent has a window to activate something. He's going to activate the Melfis. That's fine. I think what's incredible is that we've been getting this far without the barrier statues and without there can only be one. Like, no barrier statues, no there can only be one. We've just been straight just playing random stuff, and we've actually been getting further and farther along, which is kind of incredible. I'm going to be honest with you. Like, it's been a few games where we haven't had the barrier statue, haven't had there can only be one. We haven't had, like, the barrier statue plus all the trap cards defending it. Like, we just haven't had that. Which I'm going to go one of 2 directions next episode. I'm either going to go the pendulum direction if I think it's ready, or I might go the fire control direction just to make it kind of interesting. He let us do that. Fantastic. Now we can go into Time Thief, and Time Thief can dodge around all of the nonsense that he's got, which is awesome. And then we've got the Prey also to use, and then we've got Dark Renewal just in case, I guess. He's not a spellcaster, which sucks. He can special summon 2 Melfis from his deck, which is an insane effect. Special summon 2 Melfis from his deck. And that's fine. We can attack, but then the Melfis get to do stuff, but we better attack than not attack, because if we don't attack, then the Sprite Elf is just trouble for everybody. Alright, battle phase, let's attack the Sprite Elf, because the Sprite Elf gives him protection, and just, it gives him too much, like, resources every single turn. That's cool. He's gone. And now we go to main phase 2. I'm going to set this with where the Fogo is so I can pop him. And then Dark Renewal I'll just set as a bluff way over here. And I'll just pass here. And hopefully we can get a decent card off the top of his deck. Because right now we're not in like the worst of positions, but I mean, we're doing what we can with what we have, to be honest with you. This has not been an easy... Obviously, this has not been an easy situation. He's up in card advantage by a million miles, which kind of is not great for us. But it's kind of reasonable that he would be up in card advantage, being as, you know, playing a constructed deck, and at quite a high level, I would say he knew what he was doing. This is a pretty good like for hire pilot. He's playing for hire with some of the sprite cards. Obviously, a lot of the for hires are level 2s. He definitely knows what he's doing, so it's been a little rough, but we're doing what we can with what we have. And this is all on our end phase. He's just comboing off. He just waited and waited and waited. He pops our Jiraigumo card, and then he's going to reveal 3, and I think he adds 1, or reveal 2, and he adds 1. He's going to add the Call by the Grave. Call by the Grave does absolutely nothing against us whatsoever, and neither does Droll, so they both don't do anything against us. And I'm not going to continue to my main phase. Unfortunately, he did pop the Jiraigumo. I would rather have him pop the Dark Renewal, because Dark Renewal is actually dead right now. Look at the amount of cards that this guy's got in his hand. We're going to activate the effect of Time Thief to try to get off the card off the top of his deck. Again, I don't think Time Thief can really save us. Plus, he can negate Time Thief if he wants to. He's got Imperm. Okay. Honestly, this duel is over. There's no shot we win this one, because I mean, with Time Thief negated, it's 24, and then he's got a million things, and I'm gonna have to sit here and watch him go through the next 60 plays, and I really don't want to watch that, so I'd rather just go play another game. So I'm gonna go ahead and surrender and get out of here. There's just no way that I win that duel. Yeah, it really sucks. We lost that one, and we just lost another coin flip here again, which really sucks. That was the highest we've ever achieved. We were 1 game away from Platinum 3. Which is probably, yeah, the highest we've ever gotten to. Kind of incredible. Now we just lost another coin flip here, which kind of sucks. Our opponent's playing Upstart, which can be any number of things, from Sky Strikers to Nurse Burn to a million other things. I don't know what our opponent's playing, but it's never something you want to see. I'll say that. Usually when it's Upstart, it's the first sign of trouble. Our opponent is going to summon the Astrotopia, which this could be the FTK. We'll see. We'll see if it's the FTK. If it's the FTK, we actually have the Forbidden Chalice to possibly stop the FTK, which is kind of nice. If it's not the FTK, then we might be able to... I don't know what we do if it's not the FTK, but I know what to do if it is the FTK, because we have the Forbidden Chalice to negate the FTK. Alright, so our opponent's kind of going here. They are down to the Astromorphia, going into the Utopia. Like I said, if this is the FTK, I think we have a solid shot of doing it. Alright, I think this is the FTK. So I think we actually can possibly win this. He's obviously going to do all of his usual stuff. I'm going to go and... I have the negate, like I said. He's going to go into Numeron. Alright, he's going to activate the Numeron, make himself 13,000 attack. I'm going to put the chaining on. I'm going to guess this is Trap Trick, which will give him the monster that he needs to FTKS. We do have the Forbidden Chalice, which is good, so we'll see. We'll see how things go here. And we have the Meteon, and we've got Messenger of Peace. I'm not going to activate that yet. Not going to activate that yet. Or see if we get to main phase. We're not going to activate that yet. Main phase 1. Okay, let's out his board here. We can definitely out his board. Yeah, we're going to normal summon. Yes. Normal summon this out. We don't want to activate that until he activates his trap card. Okay, he's going to activate Trap Trick. That's good. That is definitely very good. He's going to summon that. Yep. He's going to activate Dragonair, I imagine. No, he's not. Okay. Let's go to battle. We're going to attack into this. We're not going to take any damage. Yeah, we're not going to take any damage here. And then go to main phase 2. We're going to out his board completely. Activate Meteon. So his monsters get outed. And he loses 600. And that's great. We just actually, like, dealt with that FTK. So he didn't actually have the cards to FTK us, but we actually had the outs anyway, so it didn't really matter whatsoever. I could activate Messenger of Peace, but I don't think he's going to be able to get anywhere off of one card, so I'm just going to set those two, and I'm just going to pass. I don't think he's going to be able to get anywhere with the cards that he has right now, regardless, so I'm just going to... And I don't think he has an out to... He would have to out Meteon, and then through a negate. Basically, he would have to out this through the Forbidden Chalice. I don't think he's going to be able to do that, so I'm fine. I'm just going to leave what I have. I don't need to activate Messenger of Peace. Just in case I need it for something else later. He's going to go to end phase. That's fine with me. It's going to go to our turn. We're going to draw for turn. Penguin Squire can get into Time Thief, Redoer. We're going to activate this. And he's only got... Now, what is concerning, I'm not going to lie, is that I can go into Barrier Statue, or I can go into... Barrier Statue plus Messenger of Peace, or I can go into Penguin Squire. I think I'm going to go into... the Time Lord, actually. I'm going to go into Time Thief. I think I'm going to go into Time Thief here. I think it's just a better option. Yes, we got to change it by 1. We're going to activate it. I do think the better option is Time Thief than the Barrier Statue right now. But, I mean, that's always debatable. We can also go into Sue Ship and then pop this card. And then he has one less copy of the FTK card. But he can just go into that entire, like... His extra deck's kind of small, honestly. We can actually just do that and then not have to worry about this face down card anymore. That's probably actually the better option. But honestly, we have the negate regardless, so it doesn't really matter. So we'll just put that in attack mode and just go do some damage here as quick as possible. And we'll go to battle phase and do some damage and hopefully take out some cards out of his deck that he might need. And we'll just pass here. Like I said, Messenger Piece is just not super useful right now, so if I draw some other card that's more useful, I'd rather use that. So we're going to go ahead and go with Time Thief. Let's see what we get. Hopefully it's a trap card. No, it's a monster right now, so that's not really usable. Alright, he's going to activate the Astromorphia, because technically there's an XYZ monster on the field, but it's my XYZ monster, which kind of sucks. He's going to add another Zexal card by discarding Mystic Walk. Actually, if this is the only card he's got, I'm just going to negate this. I'm just going to negate his card and gain 400. That's fine. And then he won't be able to do anything with that. And I know the only card he's got is that. So if he wants to do that, that's fine. He can destroy his own monster, but then he doesn't have a level 4. So if he wants to do that, he can, by all means. Yep, he's going to let it resolve. Technically, he could destroy his own card and then search. The search will resolve, but... it's fine. So now he's stuck on this, and we know this is the trap card that he can pop to gain life points. That's all he's got in play right now. And next turn, we could wrap this up, actually, depending on what we... even if not depending on what we draw, we could wrap this up. He's going to crash into our monster. It's fine by me, and that should allow us to win quicker. We already know the exact card he's got. We finally got revenge on this damn FTK. Finally. We know what his face down card is. It doesn't even matter what we really get off of this. It's a spell card, so you know I'm going to activate it. Actually, stop wasting time. Let's just go for game here. We already know what his face down card is. We have enough damage on board. There's no point to waste any more time. There's no point to flex on him. I can't believe we finally beat this FTK. Finally, jeez, this FTK is the worst to play with our deck because we don't have any hand traps, so we just lose to it every single time. We finally actually had number one. He actually couldn't resolve it, but if he could resolve it, we'd still have the out, which is great. Good game. Now we're back in the running to get into Platinum 3. Alright, so we've got 2 legacy tickets. Alright, let's see what pack we get, or what we get out of our pack, I should say, not what pack we get. So we've got that. Nice master pack. We've got card we already have. Gusto. 2 Chaos Sorcerer is not bad. Augusto. Secret Blast is a burn card. Doesn't really help us. For hire, we just lost to this recently. Very good deck, but obviously we can't use this card yet because it requires a bunch of for hire stuff. Sky Striker, Vector Blast is one of the not so great Sky Striker cards. Super Heavy Samurai, another Super Heavy Samurai card we can't really use yet. And Arborea, it's our second copy of Arborea. Not bad because it's a level 3, but at the same time it doesn't really help us. Unless we can really link climb. The only card that we can link climb into is Firewall, but I don't want to burn my whole hand to make one Firewall. Now Chaos Sorcerer is actually quite good, and now we have 2 copies of that, so not the worst pack ever. But certainly there are a lot more usable cards that we could have gotten. And then we've got this legacy ticket. Let's see what we got out of this. Got 2 legacy tickets. Sometimes I just want to skip the legacy tickets because like trying to open these dramatically is like Takes forever. Like, whew. Hi, what's going on in here? Crooked Cook. That's a great rank 4. Yeah, well, no other cards on the field. This card's unaffected by everything. Pretty good. Detach, destroy as many cards, gain 300. Not a bad rank 4. I'll play it more than likely. Neko Main Cat. Maybe in a Dark World meta, this would be pretty good, but Crooked Cook is definitely playable, so that's nice. And is that a fire too? I didn't look too closely. Is that a fire monster? Can we use that? Under Barrier Statue, we might be able to. All of these animations just to get 2 normal cards. Let's see what we get out of here. Rampaging Rhinos, unfortunately, I don't think is usable. And then we've got the Ancient Crimson Ape. Yeah, this card is not super usable. But not bad. And then this is not super usable, but Crooked Cook, Fire Monster, we can actually use under the Barrier Statue. So I'm definitely going to go ahead and play that. Alright, so of all the cards here, I think I'm going to cut one of the level 2s that we probably aren't going to go into. Mannequin Cat, probably. Actually, I don't think I have to play any of the level 2s, because I don't even play any level 2s. Because I took them all out, and the only way to summon them is with Gaga Gummager, so I don't even need to play either one, but it's whatever. I guess I'll play this for now. So I'll take this out, and I'll put in the Crooked Cook. So now we've got a little bit more of a usable situation. Alright, so we need one more win. Right now, we've won the coin flip. We need one more win to get into Platinum 3, the highest rank ever achieved by Masochist. Not by me only, like other people have done it, but I'm saying this is the highest that I've heard of anybody getting. So hopefully we can do it. Hopefully we get a decent hand. There can only be one: Threatening Roar and Apophis and Parallel Twister and this dude. Not the worst hand. I'll tell you that right now. It's not the worst hand. So we'll set this. We'll set this. We'll set this, and we'll... I guess we can normal summon this. We'll go ahead and normal summon this, and we'll leave everything else for next turn. Our opponent has something in response, which is scary, but it's good enough. We'll normal summon this, and then next turn we could possibly go into a Time Thief with the embodiment of Apophis and the Perform Pal Duelist. And then we've got There Can Only Be One and Threatening Roar. So not bad, actually. Our opponent had a hand trap. More than likely, if I had to guess, it's a Maxi that they had. But we'll see what our opponent has. If they don't have back removal and they lose to There Can Only Be One, what in the world does this do? Once per turn, I can banish a spell, so we can negate the attack, essentially. But I don't really see the purpose of this, honestly. Yes, we can negate an attack, but like, what spell would I even negate here? I don't even know if I want to negate anything. I guess we can get rid of one of our bricks. Why not? Let's activate it. Maybe our opponent can waste an Imperm on it or something. Maybe. Let's see. An Imperm or something else. Let's see if they waste some sort of negation on it. Banish a card. Our opponent banished Nadir Servant. Okay. And we're also going to banish a card. We're going to banish the... We're going to banish this. Why not? I don't see it really being... Actually, yeah, I don't see it being super usable, so I'll just banish that. And now what sucks is they are playing Nadir Servant, which is a little concerning, I'm not going to lie, because if they pop our There Can Only Be One, we pretty much are done. But if they don't pop our There Can Only Be One, we might actually be in a good situation here. Yeah, there's going to be the Natis. He's going to pop a random card. He's got a Royal Rare Ecclesia. Alright, please not the middle card. That's all it... Yes, okay, good. And we can chain it, which is good. So we can chain that, and we can Threatening Roar, and he got rid of his other Nadir Servant. I don't know if he expected it to come back ever, but he got rid of it. So that's good. So now we have that, and we can wait for him to... If he special summons... Normal summons Ecclesia, and he's going to search a card. I'm going to put the chaining on, because I want to see what he searches here. He's going to search the Dogmatica Punishment. And now I'm going to activate the There Can Only Be One, because I don't want to deal with other nonsense. I don't want to deal with him just dropping a Maximus, and then once Maximus is on the field, I don't really have a solution to anything else. So he's probably going to set a bunch and pass. But we know this is Dogmatica Punishment, or this is Dogmatica Punishment, but one of those is Dogmatica Punishment, so that's not good for us. But we'll see. We'll try our best. One win away. We have to be playing against Labyrinth. We have to be. That is like the last thing that you ever want to see is a Labyrinth card. That sucks. So he's got Dogmatica Punishment. He's got Ecclesia. He's got Lady Labyrinth. Not what we want to see whatsoever. End of main phase. Fine. Alright. That is just not what you want to see. Tri-Magistus is not helping us in any way. I guess we can activate this. Make us both banish. Why not? I guess we can banish our... I would have banished this. This is one of the cards I would have banished. Yes, I want to banish a card. Why not? All of these are actually kind of good, but, like, they don't really help the situation right now. I guess Shrink is the least helpful of all the cards right now. Let's get rid of Shrink. Tri-Magistus is another card that I would have banished. Like, if it wasn't for this, I'd ban... Tri-Magistus is the card I would have banished. But unfortunately, I drew the Tri-Magistus with no spellcasters. That sucks. Okay. Yeah, it really sucks. Okay, so we have the embodiment of the Apophis. Let's try to summon this out. Max C, of course, Max C. Just what we needed to deal with. We knew he had it, but, I mean, what other plays do we have right now? So we're going to go ahead and summon this out. And now if we can get the Time Thief, we're in really good shape. We're in really awesome shape if we can get the Time Thief, because the Dogmatica Punishment, of course. We've got a Psychic Man. If we could get to Time Thief, we would have been so good right now, because the Time Thief would have dodged around all this, but now he's going to be able to go off and off and off and off and off. And I think this duel is pretty much, this is a wrap for us, because he's going to send Natis to the graveyard. He's going to pop the There Can Only Be One. Now he's got the Eradicator. This duel is essentially over now. I don't have any plays that I can make. Yeah, Natis is going to pop There Can Only Be One, but even if it doesn't pop There Can Only Be One and it pops this instead, it's irrelevant what he pops here, because we have completely and totally lost. Yeah, he's going to pop the Apophis, but like I said, it didn't matter because he has that face down. I mean, I'm just going to save us all time and just scoop it up. We're not going to win that at all, and that sucks, man. That really sucks. Alright, we just won the coin flip. Our hand is not... This has been like a weird day. It's been a weird day. We usually win with the Barrier Statue. Today, we just have not been drawing, like... Usually, we need, like, Barrier Statue plus, like, Crackdown, or this, or this, or this, or this, or, like, Shrink, or Forbidden Chalice. Like, that's usually... Or Messenger of Peace. But today, we've just been drawing, like, what are we drawing today? Technically speaking, I can summon this out, and... That's about it. We can, I guess, just... I say we just go into this. Is probably the best thing that we've got right now. We don't really have any better plays than that. We could have summoned this dude out by discarding this, but then we can go into Suship. Or we can go into either Suship or the Crooked Cook. But Crooked Cook does nothing in this situation. We have to just hope that he doesn't have an out to normal summon Barrier Statue. Because if he does, we pretty much have lost this duel if he has an out to normal summon Barrier Statue. He's going to Pendulum Summon 2. He's going to put 2 Pendulum Scales out, is what I should have said. He can't Pendulum Summon right now if he's got high-level monsters. Which we've got our fingers super crossed right now for that. Because we have no protection for this Barrier Statue. It's just out there. Doing its thing right now. We do not have any protection. We have this fake protection. But... We'll see where this gets us. Alright, our opponent's going to normal summon the Black Fang Magician. Again, I don't have an out to... I didn't draw any of our back row removal. I mean, I didn't draw any of our, like, protection cards. Like I said, I'm kind of at this stage where I think it might actually be a better idea for us to just totally build the deck around the Barrier Statue. Like, totally, 100%. Every single card that is good against the Barrier Statue. Because the issue is, right now... Time Thief is a good boss monster, but like that was just infuriating what just happened there. Like, what? I don't understand why we draw things in the order that we do sometimes. It's actually really frustrating. Like, we just didn't draw any protection cards despite playing like so many. But I mean, you can't really get angry. This has not been like a Barrier Statue day whatsoever. Yeah, he's gonna go all like full combo with the pendulums now. That's the other thing about the Pendulum deck. We're missing a lot of these. So we're missing this card. And we're missing this card. And we're missing so many like random Pendulums that would be good. So right now, I don't know if the Pendulums would even be really usable. Alright, this guy's going to Pendulum Summon out. And they're all going to gain 1,000. But I mean, that doesn't really matter all that much. Alright, this guy's going to go into Electromite. I honestly don't... I don't see us winning this with this hand. I'll try it. But this is looking really, really, really rough. And he's got Astrograph now. Yeah, it's really unfortunate that we just did not draw any protection for this barrier statue. Our opponent's just totally going off now. He's got the Promethean Princess. He's got Black Fang. This is looking rough for us. Honestly, I don't see us winning this game anymore. I think we're out of it. But I think we're totally out of this one. All right, just what we needed to see. He goes into a Sprite Elf. I don't even know what deck doesn't make this card at this point. It's like in every single deck that's ever existed, there can only be one fairly good card to draw, but a little late to the that. It's just so late to everything. I can use this, I guess. I'm gonna go into the embodiment of Apophis, and hopefully we'll be able to make something happen here. I haven't normal summoned yet, so I can just normal summon the Win. But he's got the Sprite, so we'll see. He doesn't even have any level 2s in Graveyard, so I don't even know why he made the Sprite Elf. Oh, or Link 2, or I guess I'm incorrect. He does have the Electromite, which I'm not shocked is usable in every deck ever. I guess I'm going to summon this out for now, and I'm going to go into Mr. Time Thief. He's got the Pendulum. He's going to pop. How do they always know to pop? Now he's going to pop that, and then the Purple Poison is going to also pop the Win. There can only be one, like I said, it's just late to the party. And then he's also got that. Yeah, we scooped this one. That really sucks. The order of things that we drew them was just horrific. Like, that sucks. That was the win we really, really needed. Alright, we just won the coin flip. It's a usable hand for sure. We've got the Tri-Magistus card. We've got the Endymion. We've got some good stuff here. We're going to activate that and try to special summon. We're going to activate the effect during main phase, special summon a level 4 spellcaster. We can also summon any number of Magistus cards, which we don't want to do, so we're going to go ahead and special summon a level 4 spellcaster. We're going to go ahead and with this Endymion dude, and then we're going to normal summon out the Familiar Possessed. We can use this to draw a card, and I should have done that beforehand, but it's whatever. Yeah, destroy a face-up spell card. So we're going to do that to the Magistus card. We're going to destroy this. And we're going to draw a card. And I messed that up. Yeah, I should not have normal summoned this. Should not have normal summoned that. Okay, now I guess we put this back to the bottom of the deck. That was just a super misplay there, but what can you do? So we're going to summon out the Time Thief, Redoer, and then we're going to set the Threatening Roar. 100% I just botched that. I don't know why I normal summoned out that Dark. For no reason, I just summoned him. And I 100% I should have ended on the barrier statue. We're going to activate this. And we're going to get a Magical Musketeer monster. Which means, honestly, the barrier statue would not have been that great against Magical Musketeers. It would have... yeah, the barrier statue still would have lost. We would have lost against Magical Musketeers if he has a normal summon. I guess he doesn't have a normal summon, so that's good for us. We have the Meteon, which doesn't super duper help us, but I guess we use this effect right here. The Redoer to try to grab a card. He's going to activate an Amazement. What does that do now? He can change us to face down defense position, but these activate in separate chains. So I can do that in a second, so it's fine. And I haven't flip summoned him this turn, so it doesn't really matter that he can... Actually, yeah, it doesn't really matter that he books us anyway. But he can book us. It doesn't matter. We have not flip summoned this monster, and we didn't summon him this turn, so if he flip summons us face down, it's actually not a big deal. Then he's got another copy of the same card, which he's going to also equip to our monster, which, again, doesn't really actually matter. So I'm going to let him do that, too. So he's got two of them equipped. He's going to attach not a trap. It's going to be another monster. Yeah, it's fine by me, I guess. So we're going to normal summon this. We still got Threatening Roar, which is good. He's going to activate to change our monster to face down defense position, which means they're going to both fall off simultaneously when this gets switched. And I'm just going to flip summon this because I just summoned it this turn anyway. So now we just attack. Okay, fantastic. I don't even know what was going on there. All right, so that was a nice win. This is probably going to be the last duel of the game of the night tonight because I'm just so it's actually kind of frustrating. I got 2 legacy packs. I'm so frustrated of getting so close to platinum 3 and then getting out, and platinum 3 and then getting out. It's actually kind of infuriating. So I'm gonna go ahead and make this the last one. Let me go open a pack. All right, let's open this master pack. Seems to be glowing, which is cool. We'll see what we get. We've got a Falco, not a bad card, and we did just pull Will a little while ago, and this does target a Salamangreat. Spell trap card, set it to the field. Pretty good card, actually. Megalith pull, or full. I gotta check how many Megaliths I have. Naturia, this is not one of the really good ones. During your opponent's draw, when your opponent draws a card, send this to the graveyard, draw 2 cards. Except during the draw phase, so not a bad card, but maybe not the best either. Pop up, I think this searches a field spell. Yeah, we don't really have any field spells that we really need to use. Worm, Orokin, another kind of reptile support card that's not going to be usable for us right now. Another worm, back to back 2 worms. Is this the same dude, by the way? It's like, looks like the same dude. I think this is the same dude. He's on the same rock, as you can see here. If he's not his dude, it's his cousin. I don't know if that's the same dude. Yeah, I don't think we're going to be playing worms. And then we've got Armored Ninja. Yeah, this reduces level, so it can reduce its level to level 3, I guess. That could be usable. Let's see what this SR is. It is not a bad card, but we don't have, like, all of the surrounding things that you need. We'd need Bonding, and we'd need Hydro Geddon, Oxy Geddon, this dude. Like, we'd need so many cards to make this card a usable card. Right now, he really does nothing. He searches a Bonding. We don't have Bonding. He interacts with these cards. We don't have any of the cards that he interacts with. So right now, none of that is usable whatsoever. This is one of the most useless packs we've ever pulled. All right, let's see what we get out of these packs. This is glowing. Means nothing. We've had packs not glow and be really good. Let's see what this is. We've got Dream Cicada. This card is actually not bad. It's a free special summon for insects, but it's not really super usable either for us. It is cool. If we had like a digital bug deck, this would be good. If we had the other, I remember there's an extra deck monster that is like level 3 that deals with switching battle positions. It's an insect. I forget what its name is. But if we had that, this would be a usable card. But right now, this is just not a super usable card, but it's not a bad card either. If we had a Beat Trooper deck, I would definitely run that card. Unfortunate report is, I didn't even know why this exists. Your opponent conducts their battle phase twice. I don't know why we would want them to do that. And they also have the option to not conduct it twice. We'd be like, I'm good. This is 2 level 1s. It essentially does what Vijom does, but also can be destroyed by card effects. So your opponent must attack if able. If your opponent takes any damage you would have taken. So this card isn't super bad, actually. Yeah, this card's not actually super bad. We can make our opponent attack. We just don't have... This can actually help us end games sometimes, so I might actually play it. It's not the worst card, because all we have to do... Your opponent takes any battle damage you would have taken from attacks involving this card. So there are times when we have Vijom, we can actually... When we're stalling on Vijom and the life points are kind of close, what we can actually do is we can change this monster to attack mode, and then... basically, when we have Vijom, we can summon the Gaga Magician, and then we can change this... The Vijom and Gaga Magician to level 1, and then we can make this thing enter battle phase, attack our opponent's high attack monster, and win a game, essentially. It might be good for stealing games. It's not the worst card in the world. And then Metal Shooter. This card's not super good. It's basically normal. When you tribute summon it, and it's a 2400 attack monster, and then we can remove, if it would be destroyed, we can remove a counter and then make it so it's not destroyed. It becomes 1600 attack. It's not really a fantastic card. It's a machine, though, so I guess for that reason it might be decent. Alright, so to quickly review, this is the end of the episode. We have a lot of different decks that I'm going to definitely try and test. Like this Pendulum Pile deck, I need to test this deck. I need to update it, because we actually do have a decent amount of Sofa Chord stuff, and we did pull the Sofa Chord card, which is kind of cool. So we might be able to use this. We also have... we have the Magician deck right here. We have the Dragon Warrior. The Fire deck is actually interesting too. I have to look into this because we do have a ton of fire cards now. Like Crooked Cook and general fire support. We have the True Dracos. We might make this a control fire deck, which a lot of people have been asking me to do. Which I might do. I mean, I have 2 of this, right? So I have 2 of this. He's pretty damn good. Just a totally control fire deck. And I think I might go with this next... Yeah, why not save it? I might go with this next episode. And then we've got the normal Monster Mash we played last episode, got us really far. Yugi Jr. is pretty good. And Chaos Pile, I don't think is ready. Even though we pulled a second Chaos Sorcerer, I thought that was pretty cool. Machines, I don't believe is ready yet. Overall, I think we're still in good shape. We were 1 win away from Platinum 3, which would have been crazy. But overall, I'm pretty happy with this episode and what we've been able to do. Let me know what you guys want to see me play, because there's a lot of different things that I can play. And thank you for watching. La, 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 la.